I can swim. Just can't walk or dress myself. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Salute, and welcome back to the Black Ocean Announcement. We're getting deep in with your host, the one and only Great Black Shark. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope all of you are doing well. I hope your families are doing well. Family, go ahead, and if you have not hit it yet, yes, people are reminding me to go ahead and say it more. Hit that like button, share the broadcast. Hopefully you did that during the intro. That's one of the things you should be doing during the intro. And let me know if you can hear me loud and clear from the jump, because y'all know, boy, listen. Hey, well, some folks working at Puke 2 didn't like the last broadcast. You know, they had the shenanigans going, but let me know if you can hear me loud and clear in the chat room tonight. Give me a black fist or a thumbs up, either of your choosing, if you can hear me loud and clear with no issues and problems. Because as I tell you, and salute to the good sisters, Collins already showed a little cash up, I can actually be bothered to look at my chat room. Okay? So sound off. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, because we're going to be cooking with hot fish grease tonight. It's going to be some lessons taught, but it's going to be some petty in here as well, because we're going to be doing a bit of a double header tonight. Icy Untethering of America, and we're going to get into DJ Wackademics and his nonsense. Okay, we definitely going to have to deal with that. So people saying they can hear me loud and clear, good deal, good deal. Let me scroll over here, greet my esteemed guests that I see. All right, let me make sure I see everybody. I see Charlie X in the building. I see Jason Ferreira in the building. V. Mosby's in here. Diesel Mike is in here. Let's see. Nisha Murdoch, Dr. Chanel Phillips. Let's see. I think I said V. Mosby. I see you, Sister Sakina Collins. Let's see. Patricia Jenkins in here. Sister Stun Zed. R.Y. is in here. Let's see. Silver Skills. I see you, brother. Let's see. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Run down the list here. Hold on. Everybody. Hey, don't think I did. Okay, Josh Norris, Kevin Blackwell, Mrs. L is in here. Let's see. Charles Gibson, I see you, good brother. Netta J, what's going on, Netta Bug? A Goddess Navi's in here. On down. Want to make sure that I don't miss anybody. NET, okay, I see you. I think that's everybody. So salute and welcome to everybody. If I didn't call your name, you're welcome over here nonetheless. We're about to cook on these jokers. Okay. So if there are problems, of course, refresh your stream. Don't be surprised, in case you're new here, if there's problems with this channel from time to time. Depending on what we're talking about, it's going to be some issues, okay? So a lot of people, I know sometimes we get to cooking, I'll have just said that, and then there'll be people like, hey, they're messing with the stream. I'm like, God damn it, what did I just tell you? Listen, let me tell y'all, for the new people, the old people already know what the deal is. For the new people, this particular channel that you have subscribed to, if you're a new subscriber, welcome. They mess with this one, okay? They mess with this one. Look, back in the day, long-time subscribers will tell you they have cut complete streams. Everything was in fair use. Like I said, their platform, they can do whatever they want to do. Coons and the buffoons, they have no issues, no problems whatsoever. So I got a awesome setup over here. So it's not any type of technical thing. They just decide to do what they want with their platform. Nonetheless, we're going to do our job over here, okay? So in advance, and moderators kindly remind the people, because there'll probably be somebody, no matter what we just said, hey, they're messing with the stream. So just remind them, brothers and sisters, just hit the refresh, rock with it, okay? Get the information, we gonna power through, all right? So now, with that being said, I'm going to definitely get into the petty here tonight, because y'all know I got to do it. It wouldn't be proper a stream without this. So to remind you, Tillers, because, oh boy, your chest ain't pulled out no more like it used to be. Oh man, boy, y'all mighty humble, and you talking about who you need and we in this together. Oh, no. We ain't in this together. But you will be going back home together. That you will. So let me play you your exit anthem, and then we'll get down to business here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Check it out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check this out. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check this out. Yeah. Check this out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. worldwide tide because you're trying to flee your homeland with no pride. You must make sure that you have the right Joppa gear. We're talking the fleeing sportswear of the year. Before you hop on that inner tube, you need the perfectly shaped, waterproof. You need the shoes that will deliver when you're crossing those rivers. Yes, you must get a pair of the greatest Joppa wear. Please get running now. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think they're going to need the shoes. What about y'all? Family, do you think they're going to need the shoes? Do you think they're going to need the shoes that all the tellers must choose? Do you think they're going to need the shoes, ladies and gentlemen? I think they're going to need them. Oh, do I think they're going to need them? And if you can hear the laughter in my voice, oh, yes, I know some of you are very kind-hearted, good people in here, especially you sisters, but I'm not so kind towards people that have not been kind to us, because let me go ahead and make this disclaimer clear. Every one of us has people of other different nationalities and groups that are good people, okay? Very good people, kind people, salt of the earth. They probably don't practice anti-black racism whatsoever. However, realistically, that number of people in this country is in the minority. Yes, it is. It is in the minority. They are not the majority, because if they were, you would see all of us having a different reaction to everything that's going on now with Orange Man, and as I call him, send him home, Tom Homan. Oh, yeah, y'all thought that was playing? You ain't going nowhere. Or you gonna do this, you gonna do that. Oh, and then it changed from not going nowhere to, hey, they're gonna get y'all too. And I'm like, oh, no, Giblet. See, just because you live in delusions of grandeur and you told yourself that you were just like us, okay, pun intended, if you want to include Kendrick Lamar's song in there, you're not like us, okay? If you are an immigrant or you naturalized, nah, that's not the same as those who are the foundation of this soil, who were born here, okay? Born here, both sides of our family. And definitely, in some cases, at least one of your parents. You was born here, you don't have the, air quotes, undocumented problem. And we're gonna give some education, and I say education for a reason, on the undocumented thing. We're going to clear up some misnomers and misconceptions about a couple of things here tonight. But if you were born here, you don't have that problem. So all thing I can tell you is I have a gift for you. Complimentary set of nut holding gloves, because, you know, you can grab your nuts, or for the women, you can hold your own tits. Whatever you need to hold something to comfort you on these flights. Getting your ass up out of here. Because, see, your little homeland countries, they try to buck up and play bad, talking about what they ain't going to take back and who ain't coming back. And y'all know Agent Orange is crazy. Listen, let me warn y'all. Let me tell the class. Let me talk to you, okay? And when I say tell the class, I'm talking about all of them, especially little white adjacent ones. When you come over here, oh boy, you just thought you was in with the white supremacists. Let me talk to all the tellers for a minute, okay? You need to understand something about Agent Orange, all right? He's an older white supremacist, okay? Older. Best years are behind him, okay? Now, when you look at that Trumpet on his head, okay? This man is mad that he lost his original hair, okay? Now, they claim it's his real hair, but I'm like, I don't know. So I'm just saying now, you know, he gets so angry about that, he has to take that out on somebody. So now, if you play with this man, hey, you see what he doing? He came in there swinging for the fences, left and right. I got to give him props. Most of the stuff so far he said he was going to do, hey, he hitting the ground, kicking ass and taking names. And I don't have a problem with the greater majority of it. I really don't. Now, when it comes to getting these illegal aliens up out of here, but see, I'm going to tell you something, Orange Man. This is what a lot of people are saying, and I'm going to be waiting to see if this happens, because then if he does what I'm about to say next, that's when I'll be like, okay, he for real about this. It's good that you got ICE going out here. You got every type of agency under the sun working with them. Now, I want to see my idea implemented, where they take the National Guard and Reserve and send them as permanent backup for the Border Patrol And I'll take it a step further. If you thought everybody else was harsh, nah, if it was up to me and I had Tom Homan's ear the way I wanted, oh, we would get some more laws passed. We would get the one passed where it's like, okay, in order to deter you from entering the United States illegally, the Border Patrol, the National Guard, and Reserve are authorized to use lethal deterrence. That's right. We're going to see how bad you want to come in here because, see, the other problem outside of getting them from coming here in the first place, what needs to happen also is this, ladies and gentlemen. The white business owners and the landlords need to start getting arrested, not just with civil fines and all of that. No, the hell with that. That's like a slap on the wrist. It needs to be mandatory life sentences. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. Because if you allow these people to break the laws of this country and enter illegally, you're committing treason. That's where that needs to be worded legally. I mean, it needs to be worded legally and say, listen, fuck all them fines and all that bullshit. Nah, you going to prison for life, okay? That's business owner, landlord, anybody caught aiding and abetting. Nah, we got to get you up out of here, okay? That goes for politicians too. I'm not going to cooperate. Cool, no problem. You're going to cooperate going out the country with them too. Because if you're not working for the American people, then who are you working for? And nosy white folks that's listening to this broadcast tonight, you better think about this. I'll say it again. If they are not working for us, the American people, the elected officials, then who the hell are you really working for? Okay? Who you really working for? We got to ask that question. Huh? So just letting y'all know where we going here tonight. I guarantee y'all can see what we're finna be cooking with. So one more time, and I'm going to check it myself. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear in the chat room because, you know, so far it sounds good on my end. I'm going to do my own check. Okay? I can hear me fine. What about y'all? Is that coming through the same on y'all end? Want to make sure because we're finna rock and roll, okay? All right. Good deal. Good deal. Everybody can hear me clearly. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to play something from the Orange Man real quick. And this is something that we kept trying to tell you tethers. And, you know, they like to come over here and swear that they know so much about American history. And that's the most ironic thing ever. Before I play this clip from the Orange Man. You dumbass tethers, tell the class. Notice I said keyword class. Not you, not talking about you. But if you are one of the tethers that come to our homeland and you basically have read some books and listened to what certain white folks have told you, and then you think that you have all of our history down pat and you're going to come over here and educate us, the people that is in our own land, this is how stupid this sounds. You would be a moron if you tried to do this anywhere else on the planet. But for some reason, and I'm going to call the name, everybody over here that's familiar with my good brother Tariq Nasheed's Twitter Spaces are familiar with that goofy, buck dancing Nigerian mush mouth, Elmer Fudd, be very quiet, me hunting rabbit, tether RJ, okay, the Democrat shield, goes by Reform Justice. Always coming over here. Look, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me, the RJs in the tether class, it reminds me of the white people that have never hung around black folks ever. But they watch all the Friday movies. They memorize all the lines. And then when they go out in the real world, they go and meet real black people. And if we not acting like everybody in the Friday movie, hey, you missed the line. This is what you're supposed to say when that happens. They're like, listen, dumbass, that's entertainment. That's what they sound like. Are y'all following me with that? I know I can't be the only person whose patience has worn thin with that type of asinine stupidity. But y'all know me, and shit, I let them have it. I try to be cordial and polite when I'm on other people's platforms, but listen, man, if it's up to me, I don't do that cordial stuff. The kid gloves off. So anyway, tell us, we're going to give you some real education. Yes, I said it that way for a reason. I want y'all to listen to Agent Orange here. And look, while I'm playing this, in case you thought I was being facetious earlier, pay attention to the trumpet and tell me if this man is not angry about his hair here, but angry or not, the trumpet man, Agent Orange, Captain Cheeto, whatever you want to call him, Sunny Delight, don't matter. He's telling the truth and he's spitting facts with this. Go ahead and take a listen to the Orange Man.
We are fighting hard to get birthright citizenship or automatic citizenship for the children of illegal aliens. That's another way. It's automatic citizenship for children of illegal aliens. That's the other term that they use, which is actually more accurate, more understandable. And it's ridiculous. We're the only country that has it, and certainly the only country that has it to that extent. And it wasn't meant, if you look It was really meant for children of slaves. This is when it happened, the children of slaves, for everyone to come into our country by airplane or charging across the borders from all over the world and think they're going to become citizens. It's not meant for that. It wasn't meant for that. And hopefully at some point the courts will understand that without having to go through a whole big deal. This was meant for the children of slaves. And look at the timing of it and you'll see, and I hope judges will understand that. And it has to stop because it's really hurting our country very badly.
Okay, everybody heard the orange man, right? Everybody heard the orange man loud and clear? Everybody heard the orange man loud and clear. I need to play it again? Because see, you tethers and RJs out here, perhaps you don't understand that. But now, I actually heard Mushmouth RJ, or be very quiet, me hunting rabbit, because you know that's how he sounds, like a goofy Nigerian Elmer Fudd. This bastard actually tried to argue against that. He actually tried to argue against that. Oh, look, the leaps and bounds of delusion that these goofy Democrat shillbillies, especially the tether shillbillies, okay? Look, tether shillbillies, you dumber than the regular shillbillies. You know why? Because you coming from a completely different other country and thinking that you experts on American country. See, let me tell y'all a ugly fact. And I'm not saying this about all the continental African brothers and sisters. I'm just talking about that goofy tether class that flee their home and never come back, and swear to God they'll tell you simultaneously that they proud of where they came from, which is impossible. You cannot be proud of and ashamed of some place that you come from. Somebody asks you where your family from or where you from. Why are you saying that? We all that. Shut up. Get out of here. You can't be proud of that. Let me tell you something. Unfortunately, a lot of them, they are super slow. They are. All you have to do is just listen to the way they talk to us. You be like, idiot, you trying to educate us on something that we live over here. And they think they're so smart until, just like these tethers that we're going to examine here tonight, or you find out that them folks don't really fool with you like that and they start getting you up out of here left and right. See, for the longest, we try to tell most of you tethers, okay, even you ones that want to come over here and think you're going to play, I'm going to be white adjacent and anti-black, we try to tell you that these folks don't really rock with you like that. Oh, but you know, we lazy, we need to work hard and all this other stuff that you all say. Oh, and now how the tables have turned, family. Have you seen them crying left and right? And I would be remiss if I did not get on the goofy class in Foundational Black American Freedmen Society, because unfortunately we do have a goofy class. Let me talk to you goofy simps and you goofy turbo thoughts. Don't you have your ass out here trying to take no money from these people to marry them to try to help them stay in, because if the orange man round your ass up, I'm going to be the first one, like, get them motherfuckers out here too. That's right. If he don't deport you too, because I know you can't, lock your ass up. I'm not putting the cape on for you because I'm tired of seeing people of our lineage do stupid shit when they should be on code with the rest of us. So be warned. This platform here is one that's not going to advocate for you. Don't send me a goddamn thing. If you dumb enough to get caught up with these folks like that, then you going to get what you get, okay? I'm tired of these goofballs having allegiance to everybody except for our own people. That day is done for the rest of us that are on code. And shout out to our non-FBA brothers and sisters, some of you over here. Y'all on code and y'all believe in common sense and actually trying to do the right thing. We rock with y'all 100%. No issue, no problem with y'all. But the rest of you goofies, hey man, you get caught up, you get caught up. So we're going to do a little bit more further education over here, okay? Yeah, we got to do it because I want to show you something, all right? Let me see if I can pull it up this way. Hold on. Real quick, let's go ahead and get this up here on the screen. All right. Take a good look at what's on your screen. Can everybody see that very clearly? Can everybody see it very clearly? I want to make sure everybody can see this very clearly because, you know, over here, we are no strangers to actually reading. Like to read over here. Make sure everybody's up to speed on the things that we're going to discuss. Okay? So now if you direct your attention to the screen, let's go ahead and clear something up. No, undocumented immigrants are generally not allowed to join the U.S. military. That's something I know about, okay? Well, a lot of other people have said certain things like that. We're going to clear it up here tonight, and I'm going to clear up all the misconceptions. However, there are some exceptions, such as the military accessions vital to the national interest or MAVNI program, okay? That's the only other exception. And I'm going to get to that in just a second because I want to make sure that y'all clear on this. So when you hear other people saying stuff like, oh, you can join the military and become a citizen, we got to get the language right. Because, see, I don't like seeing my people have inaccurate information. We're going to get it cleared up over here, okay? Here's the requirements for those that don't know. Join the U.S. military. Of course, you got to be a U.S. citizen or have a U.S. permanent resident green card. We're going to come back to that, okay? Be able to read, write, and speak English fluently. Be legally present in the United States. We're going to come back to that as well. Have permission to work in the United States. Have a high school diploma, okay? As you see, it's talking about the MAVNI program here, which we're going to get into in a second. This program allows certain non-citizens, come back to that, to join the U.S. military and apply for citizenship after basic training. Which is true. The program recruits non-citizens with special skills such as critical language or medical skills. That is very true as well. Okay? So I hope everybody understood that. Now, we're not done yet because, see, we like the education over here. You know what I'm saying? We like to make sure that you are permanently educated on certain things. All right? So now, let's look at this. No, a green card does not make you a citizen. I'm going to repeat this again for the slow RJ classes out there. No, a green card does not make you a citizen. However, it does allow you to live permanently in the United States and apply to become a citizen. Let's stop right there. You see, a lot of the folks that's being rounded up now by sending them homing, and Lord, he's doing a good job sending them home. He is out here on the job, hitting the streets, and we're going to prove that here later on tonight. Boy, a lot of you didn't have your paperwork in office. See, a lot of you, when they always talk about, you know, that ugly joke with my people talking about, oh, you want to hire someone from a Negro, put it in a book. Well, I guess it applies to other groups as well, because if you learn how to read and you comprehended and you was understanding things, you would know that you have permanent residence, the right to live here legally, but you're not a citizen yet. So instead of just saying, I got a green card, I'll just kick it for 15, 20, 30 years, because you deserve to be deported if you did that dumb shit. And a lot of them have done it. You should have said, okay, this is a placeholder. Let me go ahead and take care of my business and get my citizenship however I'm going to choose to get it legally. That's what you should have did, okay? But you didn't. Now you're going home, okay? Oh, boy, get ready to go home. So call your relatives in advance, okay? Get them, you know, to cook up your favorite meals and, you know, whatever you used to do back home. Hey, get that ready. You know what I'm saying? You can make the landing a little bit easier. Let's continue reading, okay? Now, a green card, also known as a lawful permanent resident card, makes you a non-citizen who can live in the United States permanently, okay? All right? You can live illegally until you get that citizenship, all right? Or until an administration comes in and say, hey, listen, you're here undocumented, you're going home, all right? You can become a U.S. citizen by going through the naturalization process. This process involves completing Form N-445, Notice of Naturalization Oath Ceremony, attending a naturalization ceremony, taking an oath of allegiance, receiving your certificate of naturalization, okay? All right, so for the RJs that want to argue with my people, no, that is not how that works, all that mushmouth, shillbilly, Nigerian babble that you're talking about. Let's further explain what that MAVNI program is, okay? Let's get this down pat. Ready? And do some reading. What is MAVNI? Information for designated school officials. Note, the Department of Defense is not currently accepting, under 2025, since Trump has been here, it's not currently accepting MAVNI applications. All of it is on freeze now, okay? Thank goodness. For FY17, while it is revising its MAVNI implementation plan, meaning they're finna change some things, once it begins to accept enlistments, SEVP will provide additional information at that time. Military accessions vital to the national interest, or MAVNI, allows certain non-citizens who are legally present, keyword, legally present, not undocumented. If you undocumented, your raggedy ass is illegal and you're going on home on one of these flights. Or whatever we have to get you out of here on. And you know me, I want catapults, okay? They ain't implemented my catapult idea, but hey, it's still early in 2025. We got a whole 4 years to go. So hopefully we can get these catapults popping. That's what I want. Anyway, for those who are legally present in the United States to join the U.S. military and apply immediately for U.S. citizenship using Form N-400, application for naturalization, without first obtaining lawful permanent residence. Program is only available to illegal aliens holding critical skills, physicians, nurses, experts in certain languages with associated cultural backgrounds. So in other words, to do this, they've explained the process, but you can't just be anybody. You have to have a viable skill, okay? So now, ladies and gentlemen, did I give you a bit of education that you probably didn't know about prior, okay? Does everybody get that? Does anybody need to ask any questions, okay? Anybody need to ask any questions on that? Because I've heard some people kind of misquoting some things or what have you. You got it from the source over here. You know I'm not going to ever give you any bad information. Back to business so that you all will have the information. Tell you what I'm going to do for you. I'll put this article in the chat, information that I'm giving you right now so that you can read further into it for yourselves, okay? Put this link here in the chat. I'm going to put it in 4 times. I want to make sure that everybody has access to this, okay? So that's the article that will give you detailed information on that. I know everybody doesn't have a military background. No, I'm not strange enough to think that everybody does, okay? But want to make sure that you have accurate information when it comes to these things, okay? Other than people that just run off at the mouth or goofballs that will tell you they know everything. They don't know a damn thing about that because they haven't served a day in the military, okay? You want to get the right information over here, all right? So now, that we cleared that little bit of education up, all right, for the RJs and the rest of the goofies out of here. Man, y'all, let me tell you. All these deportations, yeah. I know y'all saw this chick right here. Now, I'm not going to play her just yet. We're going to come back to her. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come back to her in a second because what I want to show y'all is how bold so many of them was. Oh, we got to take a trip down memory lane because I'm going to play something real quick for you. I'm going to play 2 quick clips. And then I'm going to come back to Miss Thang. Then we're going to go over some information that we just shared so that you all will have the proper situation about what happened with what she was stating there. So I'm going to play this real quick, these 2 quick clips. Then we're going to come back and break some things down.
No more money for you. You work it. No more money for you. Bye-bye. Go back across the No more money for you. It's lazy, you lazy.
Black Americans of Chicago, this is directed at you. In a speech Biden made a while back, he said that the majority in America soon will be Latino. He didn't say black. He didn't say Asian or white or anything. He said Latino. That's why millions and millions of lighter-skinned Latino illegal aliens are being allowed in, and many of them are being sent to black communities so they can slowly start to replace y'all. You need to wake up, man. I'm from Texas. I'm from a border town. I have relatives who are border patrol and who are in law enforcement. They were being given $5,000 upon entry into this country. And as soon as they got to their destination and settled in, they were being given $1,200 a month to $1,400 a month, plus free food stamps, free housing, free medical, free dental, and they even get free college. You can research it. They get free college, illegal aliens, but you get nothing. You get nothing. You need to wake up, man. Stop voting for the Democrats. In some cases, it's already too late. I'm good. I'm Latino, man. I don't have to worry about being replaced. I'm Latino. But you have to wake up. In some cases, it's already too late. Millions of these people will never leave, okay? They will never leave, and the Democrats don't need your vote anymore. They don't need your vote anymore, man. They used you for your vote, and they already got millions of new voters, man, and they don't need you anymore. And I'm telling you, man, you better wake up. You better stop voting Democrat. You better wake up. Latinos for Trump, 2024.
Well, oh, y'all remember when I covered this last year when little Jose Hector or, little Amigo or Gonzalez or whatever his name is. You remember I told you, I said, yeah, what you saying was true because a lot of them were thinking that Biden was going to get back in there. Don't let him fool you, even though he was talking about Trump 2024 and all this other stuff. Don't let him fool you. You saw how braggadocious and arrogant he was because I'm Latino. Well, you better have your Latino papers in order because your ass has probably already been deported if you hadn't. See, remember I told you, I said, hey, buddy, don't get comfortable and poke your chest out because when Biden loses this election, yeah, y'all going home. So all this, you dumped them in black neighborhoods. Let me tell you how that's going to work against you. You see, I played the clip at the beginning there for a reason for no money for a Jew. Okay, little one there talking about who ain't getting what money on our homeland. Well, it's good that they dumped you in black neighborhoods in some places because my people are going to introduce you to an 80s classic, a classic rap song by Vanilla Ice. It's called Ice, Ice Baby. Oh, it's going to be cold this winter. Oh, yes. So, it was a mistake for them to put you there because my people going to tell on you. You think they're not going to get that bag when they start offering these rewards to turn you in? Oh, call ICE. Please call them more than twice. I'm telling you now. Oh, boy, they been rounded up left and right. I know y'all been seeing some of for those of you that follow me on X, you've been seeing I've been posting some of the stuff, man, most of the day. I'm like, oh, yes. Oh, yes. And look, let me tell you something. For those of you that know me personally, I'm having a personal hand in getting them out of here. I'm not going to say too much about that on here, but yeah, y'all know what I got going on. We getting them up out of here. Oh, yeah. I'm going to make sure that wherever you try to hide, you're going to be found, okay? The shark is going to make sure that you get a first-class ticket back to your place and country of origin, where you need to be, okay? Look, if you say you're proud of where you're from, then you should surely want to go back there, okay? But whether you want to go back there or not, you're going, okay? Or you are going. And the rest of my people in this chat room are going to make sure that you go as well. Because, see, family, let me show you something. Now that I played that, we got to deal with Miss Thang right here. Because, see, I gave you the accurate information at the beginning of the broadcast about how MAVNI works, that just because you get a green card, that doesn't mean citizenship. It just gives you temporary placeholder to stay here and live here legally until you get your citizenship through naturalization. That's how that process works. And then with the MAVNI program, I already read that to you as far as how you go about getting your citizenship through the military. So it's not just, hey, I can be undocumented and serve in the military. No, you can't. Cannot be an illegal alien and serve in the military. You better have a green card, meaning here legally. See, a lot of people want to play fast and loose with these words. And let me say something else too for all the people that's, oh my God, they're putting them in handcuffs. Oh, they're putting them on military planes. First of all, damn it, them's fighting words. What's wrong with being on a military plane? Hell, many combat veterans like myself had to do that in deployments fighting for this country. You don't like military planes? You bastards too good to be on a military transport, a C-130 and other types of transports? Well, why you can't be on them? We was on them. Okay, nah, you're going to get a taste of that. You're going to get it in handcuffs, too, because you are criminals. Let's just be clear about that. You came over here legally and you broke this country's laws. Anytime black people break this country's laws, they punish us to the letter of law. You think you ain't going to get a taste of that? Oh, no. You finna get a dose of what it's like to be black for real. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, you are. So all this stuff where you think we supposed to give them the Ritz-Carlton treatment, fuck that. You supposed to be uncomfortable when you break the law. You're supposed to be detained. Let me ask a question. How many people in here have relatives or family members that you know have probably been arrested or detained or what have you? Were they comfortable? Did they make your family members comfortable, family? I need to know. Did they make them comfortable? Because last time I checked, that's not supposed to be a comfortable experience when you're arrested for breaking the law, right? Huh? Okay, Project Leroy say hell no. Anybody else here? Anybody else? Did your family members regale you that, hey, when they locked them up, they rolled out silk sheets, they put candy on the pillow, you know what I'm saying? And they sang those sweet lullabies and gave them neck massage. What the fuck do they think they're supposed to get for breaking the law? Listen, let me tell you something. Everybody's talking about being cruel. Let me tell you what cruel could be. And believe it or not, if the United States government wanted to do this, they could. You better understand that when it comes to missing people, you really think people are just missing and nobody knows where they are? Every person in this country, every person on the planet that has gone missing, someone knows where they are. I tweeted this on X. I said, listen, what cruelty would be is not sending them back to their homes. That's humane. Oh, that's very humane. I'll tell you what cruelty is. Cruelty would be rounding them up and saying, okay, for your hard-headed presidents that don't want to take you back, we'll go ahead and sanction them, but we still got a problem with what to do with these illegals. Cool, they getting up out of here. How about if they arrested them and they hoarded them off to BSL-4 labs underground and used them as experiments? Huh? This is not unsubstantiated fantasy. You think that that can't happen? You think that this government hasn't done things like that in the past? And currently? You think that? So that would be cruel. I'll tell you something else that would be cruel also. Cruel would be, under the same circumstances, your countries don't want to take you back. Cool, we still got to get you up out of here. Cruel would be, after we round you up, we load you into soundproof shipping containers, put you on an aircraft carrier, take you out to sea to the Marianas Trench at the middle of the night, and dump you out there and let you sink to the bottom of the ocean. That's cruel right there. So I'm just giving you a couple of things that would be considered cruel. Last but not least, I threw this idea out there. The other cruel thing would be, okay, if y'all say that's too draconian, don't do that. All right, what would happen if this government all of a sudden said, you know what? Let's cut a deal with old crazy Kim Jong-un, little rocket man. He need people for his prison work camp. So when we arrest you, we deport your ass straight over to North Korea. How about that? There's some cruelty for you right there. Just sending your asses back home, that is very humane, okay? And listen, the other two things that I stated, make no mistake. If this government wanted to do everything that I just said, they could get away with it. Who the fuck gonna stop them, huh? Look at the second one that I named, huh? Put their asses into soundproof shipping containers, as cruel as this will sound, and I'm not advocating for them, just letting you know they do have the capability to do this, all right? Let me tell you something. All jokes aside, don't you know that there's certain prisoners, as far as terrorists, that never touch land as far as seeing a prison? There's some that are on floating prisons right now. They don't know where the fuck they are. How do you think I know about that? Put your thinking cap on. Those of you that know what I did for a living, how do you think I know about that? I can't go into all kinds of detail here on PukeTube, but you better put your thinking cap on. I'm telling you what I know, not what I think. So if they really wanted to do that, who the fuck gonna stop them? One, you here illegally, they round you up. It's not like anybody's gonna be looking for you. They can make up any story after they dump your ass out in the middle of the ocean if they was to do something like that. There's your cruelty right there, huh? So all this stuff about, oh, it's so cruel. Listen, no, it's not. You're going home. You're going home. You're not going to have your families broken up and separated, kind of like ours was during American chattel slavery, or when they arrest black people here for false accusations. A lot of times they break up families. All of you going home together, okay? Now let's talk about this before I get to playing Little Miss Muffet right here. This whole thing where y'all seen the videos, they got little bitty toddlers sending them over here without people. That's cruel. Why ain't nobody talking about that? A good parent wouldn't ever put their child in that situation. You know how dangerous that damn southern border is? Do you know what the cartels are doing to these women and children to get them? Because look, if you think that just because the cartels say, okay, you pass me a bag, I'm going to get you up here and get you, so you think they're going to be like, we're going to give you the regular treatment. Ain't no harm to it. No. Do you know what a cartel member is? Do you? I ain't talking about the shit you see in the movies. Do you know what a real cartel member is, huh? Do you know how they love to violate women and children? You think because you pay them that they're not going to harm you? So no, that's cruel. Talk to your own people about putting themselves in the situation and their children and them babies in them situations. There's your cruelty. So I'm just saying, we talk real over here. But see, we're going to deal with Miss Muppet now, okay? Because I gave you the information earlier at the beginning of the stream so that you will understand what a green card is, what it does and does not do, and the process as far as you getting citizenship in any branch of the United States military. I explained to you how that works. I'm going to let her play what she's about to say here, and then I'm going to point out what the problem is with what she's talking about.
Okay, just when you think things can't get no worse, it just got bad. My cousin just got deported, y'all. He has been in the United States for 30 years, but he was originally born in Trinidad. He served in the United States Army, but he was not born in America. Do y'all know that he just got rounded up by ICE? He just got rounded up. That is scary. That's scary because Trump was saying, and we all understood and we all felt it, and we agreed, because we do not want them illegals coming over here and doing no crazy stuff to us, all this stuff that they doing. And, no, we don't want crazy illegals. But you said that the process of going through it and doing it the right way, we welcome anyone. These people have already went through the process and they have status. And they're getting rounded up because they wasn't born in America. But they have lived here for 30 years and they are here legally and they have served in this military. But they being deported. Scary business.
No, Heifer, it's not scary business, because I'm finna break down what happened with that, okay? And y'all can get this from somebody that damn sure knows what he's talking about. This is why I showed you the information there at the beginning of the screen right there. What happened was this. He had his green card so he could serve in the military. Remember what I read to you all, and fact the business, so that you will be able to look this up for yourself. All right, I'm going to put this back in the chat 4 times so that anybody that wants to read for themselves what the process is, you'll see it at the beginning of this stream, but you can read along for yourself. Bookmark this article that I'm putting in the chat room. Okay, putting it here 4 times for you. What happened was he had his green card, which does not make you a citizen. So he was able to serve in the military. However, with Trump coming in here, after he was out, he probably was just going to sit there and chill, because that's what a lot of them are doing. They're not really saying that. Some of them did obtain green cards, but they didn't, expedite the process to go in and get their citizenship and get their actual papers in order. And Trump is like, yeah, you got this green card. You can live here, but you ain't a citizen, so you're going back. That's what happened. Now, here's another way that they can, just because you become a naturalized citizen, let's go ahead and break this down as well. Just because you become a naturalized citizen, all right, it doesn't mean that they can't strip you of that. See, foundational Black American freedmen, we can't be stripped of our citizenship. We're the only group that was born here like that, and it actually applies to us legally. As you heard Orange Man state during the beginning of this broadcast, 14th Amendment was for foundational Black American freedmen, and that's the verbiage that he needs to start using. Foundational Black American freedmen. Don't worry, though. We're working on that. We're working on that. Don't be surprised if you see certain things start to happen and it starts to move the ball forward. That's all I'm going to say about that right now. Y'all know we're working over here. However, when it comes to that situation, that's what happened with Buddy. He had his green card, served in the military because he couldn't have if he was undocumented. And he sat here after he was out, got deported, or if he was naturalized, you can do certain things by violating the law and they can rescind your citizenship too. See, a lot of people don't know that. So when you do get your citizenship and you are immigrant here, don't poke your chest out too far, okay? Don't poke your chest out too far, because they can take that from you at any given time, okay? So now, did that make sense? Did everybody get brought up to speed on that? Because we finna get the cooking in full throttle. Did everybody get that? Does anybody need to ask any questions? Because if you don't know, this is the guy to ask right here, all right? So now, anytime you hear anybody saying, well, you can just serve the military and be, no, that's not how that works. You can get a green card, which gives you the legal right to live here, all right? But as far as does that give you citizenship? No. You still have to go to the process of naturalization to get and obtain your citizenship, all right? The MAVNI program was a way that you could do that if you had a green card. You couldn't get in there undocumented, okay? I just want to make sure we thoroughly clear on that, all right? So now, we're going to further get to cooking here, because we're not done. My brother Kermit S. Wingfield, he know, he said those Latinos that was last in the military, some of the meanest ones, they want to prove themselves so bad. That's true. That's very true. Oh, yeah. Hey, look, we served with some of them. I know Brother Kermit, you know I know. They are. You know what I'm saying? They're very tough. No, they actually try to do things the right way, and they don't play. Most of them, once they do their term, they go ahead and get on getting their citizenships. Most of them, all right? What's the question there, Ms. Zill? My good sister, Ms. L, has a question. You know, we all about the questions over here. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Bruce says, are there U.S.-born children naturalized? Well, see, you understand what Trump is doing here. Under the way the 14th Amendment used to work, you used to be able to drop off an anchor baby, okay? And that baby that was born on U.S. soil used to be a citizen. That bullshit is over. And that's what they're heated about, Brother Bruce. So, yeah, they used to be able to do that, but not anymore. That game is over. That ship has sailed, and thank God for it. But, Sister Mrs. L, what's your question? What you need to know, sister, or did I answer the question? Because, you know, we don't mind answering the questions over here. I keep telling you. Y'all brothers know and sisters know that I'm not Hollywood over here. I will actually look in my chat room. Okay, I definitely will. So if the sister doesn't have a question, or she says, will legally being allowed to live here become illegal? Okay, well, here's the thing. If they have the green card and not citizenship, they're going to get them out of here. Because if you've been here for any length of time, okay, let's put ourselves in the shoes of an illegal alien before we get started with the rest of the broadcast. If I'm an illegal alien and I say, okay, let me do what I got to do to get my green card, I get it. And I understand that gives me temporary right to live here legally, all right? Then you got to go ahead and try to get your work visa. Now, after time passes, every day that I wake up, I need to be working on getting my naturalization status. And see, a lot of them were just like, okay, I got the green card, I don't need to do nothing else. And now it's all catching up with them. That's why they're hopping up and down and crying. So to answer your question, oh yes, them being able to legally be here with the green card, that's not going to stop them getting deported because they're not citizens, you know? So I hope definitely I answered that question. And Trump is going to make sure that they find out that him and send them home and ain't playing. And I love every minute of it because, see, you anti-black taco tellers and the rest of you, you soy sauce supremacists, I seen video footage, they rounding them up too. They caught about 40 of them in 2 different bands thinking that they was finna kick it over here. Oh, you going back to China. They already said they taking their people back. They don't want no problems with Trump. They already know he mad about that Trump pay on his head. They not playing, okay? But see, I'm tell y'all what you're going to see. Most of the countries that are going to give a problem or try to push back like they're not taking them back, it's going to be, and I hate to go here, watch these countries with these newly elected women presidents. Oh, they think the orange man's something to play with. Oh, he gonna learn you better go talk to Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, and Xi Jinping. And them 3 of the most gangsters on the world stage that you ever gonna get. You think they play with Trump like that and you gonna do it? Okay. You gonna see, the orange man gonna have fun with you and I'm gonna enjoy watching it. And family, we gonna mind our foundational Black American business. I don't want none of them come running up here talking about we in this together. No, we not. The only thing together you gonna be is with whichever plane sends you back home. That's what you gonna be together with. All right, that's where you going. You gonna be together with an ICE agent of your choice to escort your ass back to where you came from. You little anti-black bastard, you for the ones of you that it counts. But see, now we're gonna get into dealing with some other things because boy, how the mighty have fallen. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News. We are at the port of entry of El Chaparral in Tijuana, Baja California. Next door, it is San Diego, California. This is the port of entry where thousands and thousands of migrants have been entering through the CBP1 app just in the moment when Donald Trump was elected the 47th president of the United States of America. These migrants that they are awaiting here, they had an appointment for the 20th of January, and immediately in their phones and in their application, it said that the application, it is no longer working and that every single application has been canceled. We have seen also migrants that they have been arriving, that they had their appointment also for the 21st of January, and their appointments have been canceled also. At this moment, we just received an email that it was sent to us through the application of the CBP1 app, and it told us that our appointment to enter the United States has been canceled and that our appointment has been completely eliminated and that we cannot enter the United States under this application. I feel anger, I feel confusion. I don't know what to do. I don't know where am I going to go. I cannot go back to Venezuela. I cannot go back to my country. The migrants continuously arrive.
You hear them? Oh, they're distressed. Oh, they're talking about what they can't do. Oh no, baby, I got to cut in because listen, you came from there. Oh, you can go back there. let's be clear, these are economic freeloading because they're not trying to work hard. They're freeloading migrants. They came up here not because they were asylum seekers. Asylum is for you fleeing a war-torn country. These are not war zones that they're fleeing from. There are no active combat zones going down there in that southern border. You ran up here because you heard you was going to get free shit and you thought that it was going to be gravy train time. You was counting on Biden getting back in there. But you see what Jim Crow Joe Biden did to you. Oh, boy, that CBP1 app. Y'all remember I was one of the first people to put y'all up on game about that. Oh, man, Biden said, man, fuck that app, fuck everybody. They kicked me out my position. See, you better understand. Jim Crow Joe Biden sacrificed a lot for white supremacy. He, authored the 94 crime bill, and every crime bill since 1976 has his name on it. Proudly, he said this out of his own mouth. You can look this up, it's public record. Oh, he put in a lot of work for white supremacy, and they kicked this senile old ass out of office, okay, which was a fucked up thing to do without holding a primary, but, he was pissed about that, him and his wife. Then you see when Kamami, we allowed her ass to crash and burn. Oh, she pissed too, so y'all don't have no more help. See, you need to understand. Biden is an old white man. They don't like to lose, so he pissed. He ain't gonna help you. They don't help nobody when they lose. Kamami, white adjacent, dealing with pimp hand Doug, okay? She hitting a bottle somewhere. She too drunk to help you. Kamami don't even know what day of the week it is right now. You understand? She trying to remember her recipe for her tub wash greens, okay? And hopefully, if you learn from her recipe, maybe you can, whip that up in your bathtubs, and that'll make you feel better, Hector and Esmeralda. But whatever you do, you're going back home, okay? Yes, you are. You ain't got to go home. Look, you can't stay here, okay? Wherever you're going, you won't be here. So home would be a good place, but wherever you go, not here, because see, I'm gonna tell you something else is gonna tighten up. And all I'll say about that is this for now. We'll just come back after you deport us. Oh, that's going to be some strong changes made to that you just boomerang back in here shit. I promise you that. A lot of us on the black grassroots have been very busy and we've been very successful with certain things that we're moving. I tell you that there's two components in any movement. You have the upfront component. You have the behind the scenes component. And when both are operating on full cylinders as we should, a lot gets done. See, let me tell you to the class something. Don't piss my people off because, yes, we love entertainment. We're welcoming, okay? But once we get focused and decide to do something as a collective, it gets done. The entire world listens when we decide to move or speak. You're going to learn that the hard way now, okay? Oh, yes, you're going to learn it the hard way. So I just want to interject on everything that you were seeing and hearing there. Nah, baby, you're going to go back home. You're going somewhere, but you won't be staying here. Let's let it continue.
To ask if their appointment it is still going to be on hold or it is no longer acceptable to be admissible into the United States of America. The application has been canceled. Tom Homan, Kristi Noem, and the elected president Donald Trump have kept their word and have already started with what they promised, eliminating the CBP1 app, securing the border, and mass deportations are going to start in the next hour. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News, reporting from the port of entry of El Chaparral that connects to the United States of America in Tijuana, Baja California. Stay safe.
One of those threats.
Hold on, little buddy. We might need to check your papers too, boy, because that accent was a good little bit strong there. Like, hey, are you sure you need to be? Hey, check him. Somebody need to check him, man. I would do. Like, hey, bro, come on over here real quick. Let me holler at you. This is wrong. Hey, they had to do it to black people. Okay, stop and frisk, all that other stuff. Listen, man, I need to make sure that you're supposed to be here, all right? I'm just saying, I'll let y'all know that I would really check him. Let me see. But see, we can't just pick on the taco tellers. Oh, no. We got assorted tellers over here that we got to analyze because, remember, family, in a lot of our spaces and online when Jim Crow Joe Biden was in there and they were thinking that he was going to finesse the election. And then, as we told everybody, this man didn't know whether he was coming or going, falling asleep, shaking imaginary hands and shit. So they saw he wasn't going to get in there. And then they rested all their hopes on the great Hindu bedwench princess with her tub wash greens. Oh, they just knew she was going to get back in there. Oh, they knew she was going to get back in there. Oh, y'all going to do this, you going to do this. Man, when that election was over, oh, I felt the collective shudder from the tellers. They was like, oh my God, what does this mean? I was like, baby, it mean you going home. That's what it means. You going. Now, you know, a lot of you are clever with your hiding places, but see, this is only going to tighten up. Now, can Trump get all of them out of here in 4 years? No, but we can damn sure knock a dent in it together because, see, yes, we're going to deal with these white supremacists. But the one thing that the white supremacists and Foundation of Black American Freedmen have in common, we have a common interest in protecting our nation. Okay, we do. We ain't gonna go have no beers with them. We ain't gonna be best friends and sing kumbaya. But damn it, all of us on the same page about getting you up out of here. Oh, you going? Oh, yes, you going. So y'all pretty much seen this clip by now. Oh, we got to play it. We got to play a little bit because you know they screwed his little ass up, and he's Haitian, by the way. So Roland, be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because now we get doing some investigating to find out your big no-neck, jolly, buffet master boule ass ain't supposed to be here. You know we gonna roll you on up out of here, okay? Well, look, it'll be easy to get rolling. Roland, let me find out that you illegal. I already know how to get you. I'm gonna get a box of Krispy Kreme donuts and open them motherfuckers. Y'all remember the old Looney Tunes cartoons where you had the string up there on the box and then you pull the goddamn box trap down and then you get caught? That's what we gonna trap Roland with an Acme trap. That's what we gonna get him with. So let me find out you ain't got them papers in order, Roland. You been over here illegal all along, eating up all our goddamn food and shit. Big hungry, well-looking bastard you. But anyway, we're going to play one of your cousins right here, Roland. We got to let you see what happened to him.
Is this illegal alien from Haiti? ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Think of the things that he did for me, bro.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
Señor, ¿cómo se llama?
And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. A request was ignored because of sanctuary. And in a sign of shifting priority, Trump administration, this man who was also arrested after he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what collateral.
So you guys got your main target just now. What just happened?
So our main target is by a sanctuary jurisdiction. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
And that is exactly what Border Czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally. They may not be a criminal priority, but we're not walking away from them.
ICE Boston says they will continue to go into sanctuary jurisdictions and do their job.
Today was a good day. Today we took several significant public safety threats out of our communities. Unfortunately, a lot were released by sanctuary policies, but we're here to tell the Commonwealth and the rest of the country that we're going to find them whether they're released or not.
And guys, shortly after we finished filming, ICE Boston told us they arrested 2 more targets in other parts of town away from our cameras. One of those targets is a previously deported Honduran illegal alien who was arrested for raping a woman while putting a gun in her mouth. The other target they got is a Haitian man who first flew into the United States in 2023 as part of President Biden's controversial migrant flights mass parole program. Well, they just picked him up yesterday because he's been arrested locally for sexual assault. We'll send it back to you.
Bill Malhusian, it was fascinating to watch all of that. I think I was just saying to Bill, this is terrible for Joe Biden and the legacy that he tried to leave behind. A question from me, how soon will they actually be leaving the country? Does that take a long time?
It depends what country they're from. If they're from cooperable countries like El Salvador, Guatemala, countries like that, it can be quick. It can be within days or weeks. If it's countries that are harder to deport, countries that don't cooperate with the U.S. as much, it can go into a process of months. But the Trump administration is changing policies with something called expedited removal. The bottom line is people at home don't need to understand all the policies. The Trump administration is just going to work as fast as they can to get all the people you just saw on camera there out of the country as fast as possible. They're also going to use their State Department, now led by Marco Rubio, to put pressure on countries that don't cooperate with the U.S. as much when it comes to those deportations.
Bill, just two points of clarification here. It seems a lot of these crimes are associated with sex crimes. I'm just looking at the list a bit earlier today. I don't know if that generally is the case or not. And second, if Boston's a sanctuary city, how are they allowed to do this? Because we told there would be resistance.
Boston doesn't have to cooperate with ICE, but there's nothing they can do to stop ICE from coming into their city and enforcing the law. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. And that's the point ICE makes to us is, look, they don't have to cooperate with our detainer requests. They don't have to tell our officers when they're releasing somebody from jail. But we're going to do our job. We have our intel guys out in the field. We have people with eyes all over the place, and we're going to snatch those guys. So they can make ICE's job more difficult, longer, and more dangerous, but it's not going to stop ICE from doing the job, guys. The bottom line is, ICE says it's safer for everybody involved if locals would just hand these guys over in jail once they're arrested, but they don't. They let them out onto the streets. They don't tell ICE about it, so ICE has to spend a lot of resources gathering intel, finding these guys, and then going out into the community to do arrests, which could be dangerous. You saw that combative Haitian man, and then you saw, in the case of that one MS-13 member, his friend got snagged. They weren't even looking for him. They were looking for the MS-13 guy. They picked him up because a sanctuary jurisdiction released the MS-13 guy. ICE found him and then found the guy who was in the apartment with. They found out he was an illegal alien as well. So now he's going to be deported too.
Wow.
All right, family. So now you heard that. And see, you know, we talk solutions over here, but first and foremost, before we get to solutions, let me further admonish those of you who are foundational Black American freedmen, parents, and our own Code 9 FBA brothers and sisters. Let me go ahead and remind you yet again on something that I've covered extensively all last year on my channel on various broadcasts, showing you the types of places that a lot of these illegal aliens are coming from. And you know, one of the main things I kept showing y'all was in their countries. A lot of them are predatory degenerates. When Trump said that, he wasn't just saying that or making it up. As a very well-traveled man, I'm telling you, beware and be careful of your children running around out here. If you're in places where it's a lot of them at, watch your kids. Don't have your kids out here walking around by themselves, man. And sisters, let me talk to you for a minute. Now, all the brothers in here, you better be up on this. I know you should be. I know the husbands in here, those of you that have wives, I already know that you're ahead of me on this. But you brothers that have significant others that may not be married, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you like my father taught me when I was a young man. And it's something that I'll adhere to until the day that the good Lord is ready to take me off of this planet. If there's any woman under your charge that you're dealing with, it is your responsibility to train and teach that woman how to defend herself if she doesn't already know how. Make sure she's proficient, practicing her Second Amendment rights. Also, make sure she also has things like secondary weapons or deterrents, like pepper spray, mace, a good old pig sticking blade, okay? Make sure she's got a collapsible baton, okay? You need to know where to get these things. All you got to do is message me on Patreon, X, Instagram, wherever, and I will make sure that you understand where to get these things. There's plenty of sisters that I'll put up on game about secondary things that you should have in case somebody tries to accost you, all right? You should be practicing self-defense and drills together to deal with certain situations, even if we didn't have this illegal alien problem, because, see, in the context of dealing with that, they're going to be targeting women. They do it in their countries. It's normal to them. See, for those of us that are in our right frame of mind, for the men in here that are in our right frame of mind, humane, were raised in decent families, that is the most demonic, despicable, ungodly, evil, cowardly act that you can inflict upon a woman or a child or another person. And we don't think about that, but they do. It's nothing. Look, they come from countries, many of them, where they just do this to women when they get bored. I'm not saying that to be facetious. I've told y'all, and I've shown you over the years some of these different countries and show you how bad women really have it when you get down to these southern Latin American countries and you head over to the Eastern world. Boy, y'all think that the stuff y'all complain about here is something? Oh, no. Those women would trade places with you in a New York heartbeat. You understand? They would if they had the option. This is why a lot of them will risk it all to get over here, because they know they are living in a hell on earth, literally, because of the way they're treated. So you got to understand that when they come up here and see this white folks, I know you're listening, this is what happened, unfortunately, to Lake and Riley. See, I need to talk to you white supremacists for a minute that's listening. Now's the time where you better start listening, because, see, hey, we're going to have a problem on our hands until it gets handled or a dent is knocked in it, thanks to Jim Crow Joe, treasonous Biden. The movie Birth of a Nation by D.W. Griffith. Oh, yeah. See, when that movie was put out, you had all sorts of propaganda in there. It's 3 hours long. You can find it here on YouTube if you're interested in watching it. But it's 3 hours long and it's full of anti-black propaganda. You had white people playing black folks, and the Klan was riding in to save the white people from the hungry white women, thirsty Negroes. That's never been us. We ain't crazy about your women like that, especially to be trying to do them no harm, not as no collective. Huh? But these other groups that come over here, these taco tellers, south of the Borderian, shout out to Turin Rain for that term. Okay, the ones of them that come up here, a lot of these Caribbean and continental African tellers, let's keep it a buck. A lot of them grew up in places where they don't see white folks all the time, and they fantasize about getting their hands on a white woman. Oh, they're going to be quick to try to violate your women and your children. For the ones of them that are criminals, okay? I'm being specific. I'm not caring about sparing anybody's feelings. These things are a problem in their culture. A lot of them, let me tell you something. For the brothers that are very well traveled like myself, if you move around, if you dated women of different ethnic groups and nationalities, they will tell you how bad a lot of them had it coming up as little girls. See, it ain't like over here in Foundational Black American Freedmen culture where if you doing something fucked up to a child or any of the women that, you got to do it behind closed doors or where nobody don't find out. When we find out, most of us, north, east, south, west. Oh, it's on site, buddy. We got to get you the business. We got to make sure you ain't going to never be able to come around and pull that off again. Huh? It's not like that in their cultures. Look, let me tell y'all something. I got to be careful how I say this. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put the documentary over on Patreon or a link to it so y'all can see it. But there's a particular documentary. I can't even say the title of it on YouTube. But in this particular documentary, they detail how in, certain countries that the men over there, hey, they just target the women and violate them. And they try to make them as if they the ones that did something wrong to deserve being violated. Do you know how fucking demonically evil and insane you got to be to do that and inflict that type of terrorism on a woman? The God-given strength that we have as men, you go do that and normalize it and then turn around and make it their fault. Let me tell y'all something, man. I don't care who you are. You see that documentary I'm talking about, man, you're going to be like, oh my God, dog. That, look, if you see that and don't feel no type of way, you don't have no type of humanity in you, okay? That's just disgusting. I would never want to be around no dudes like that, because if I was, we have to change you. Okay, see, this is why you have to watch these other groups coming up here from these other cultures. But I digress. Like I said, I'll post a link to that over on Patreon. Like I said, I can't really go into the detail of that title here because it's very graphic, and there's really no way to clean that up. But I will post that over there on Patreon. But anyway, we're gonna continue with the nice broadcast. I want y'all to listen because, see, we got to further examine the rest of these tyrannical tethers, all right? Oh, yeah, these tyrannical taco tethers. Oh, they were so bold, and they're talking about what they're going to do, and they're going to come back. But, boy, they're going to find a rude awakening waiting on them as far as that. They're just going to come back still because, see, let me tell you something. A lot of the so-called law enforcement and these agencies that talking about they're not going to cooperate, well, you just may be getting fired soon, and since you don't want to do your job, since you're not working for America no more, we don't know who you're working for, you're not working for us, those jobs are going to be filled by Americans that actually want to protect this country. So keep talking about what you're not going to do. The orange man is going to show you better than he can tell you, and I can't wait. I'm going to play this for you, though. I want you to see how bold some of them think they're going to be as far as, like, reoffending and just coming back over here.
Mr. Trump, me wanna say thank you to you for deportation me to Mexico and give me 1 week's vacation. My boss never give me. Thank you for deportation me back to my country. 1 week I be back in U.S. Okay. 1 week I be back. My buddies over here. They give me my buddies from the CARTEL. They give me these. Look, I be back 1 week. Look. My buddies give me this passport. You know. So you tell my boss 1 week vacation, okay? I be back.
Oh, so you be back, huh? You hear him? I be back. Let me tell you something. I be back. Or the I be backs, we'll call them that. You know, the I be backs. You better be very careful, okay? Because these laws are changing very fast. See, one thing that we must give credit where credit is due, and this isn't about liking or disliking. We're talking adult business over here, what we can verify and see. The orange man is doing what he said he was going to do, okay? Now, as I said, if you want to stop the problem, because you heard him talking about his boss, you got to start locking up the white business owners and the landlords that's renting to them. But in the interim, until that's done, because that's one of the main ways you go, look, if they go ahead and take action on that, and I suspect they probably will, we'll see, that will really tighten the spigot. Let me tell you something. If you shut down and make it known that, hey, look, you're not just going to get civil fines if we catch you with these illegal aliens, you're going to get a mandatory life sentence. No parole. Watch how fast that turn this shit around. Most of them that's over here, they'll go ahead and leave then. They'll be like, hey, man, I can't work legally. I can't rent no place to stay. Shit, let me just go ahead and try greener pasture somewhere else. Now, will all of them leave? No, they ain't smart enough to do that, but a lot of them would. Now, in addition to what I just said, Mr. I be back. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of you really hadn't done your homework on what this country will do, especially with white folks in charge when they feel like they're getting desperate to handle something. Let me talk to y'all for a minute. And y'all can take it or leave it because I'm talking to you I be backs, okay? The I be back guys. This country right now for white folks, they're in a global crisis, but just right here in America, we talking about the white American bubble. They are really sensitive about them low birth rates. It's a lot of talk going on behind closed doors that you're not aware of. For those of you thinking you're going to I be back, okay? You better pay close attention to what I said could happen to you early in this broadcast. I'm telling you, you better do your homework on what kind of government you did. See, Foundation of Black American Freedom, we've been fighting this beast for centuries. We know what they're capable of. You don't. Oh, but you're going to find out. Oh, you're going to find out. I'm telling you. Mark my words, the I be backs, ain't too many of you going to keep coming back. I'm telling you now. You've been warned. But we not done, family. We got more to observe here. Oh, yes, we got more to observe. We're going to keep it rolling right along. I want y'all to check this out.
ICE is out here raiding people's apartments. I was driving to the office this morning. I saw the ICE truck. And I also saw a lot of police officers on the motorcycles. So you guys, please stay indoor and be silent. Even if they knock on your door, do not say a word. Like, just stay indoor at this point. Do not come out.
Oh, let me pause, baby, right here, and let me go ahead and bust your bubble. Yes, she's she probably undocumented to herself, and that's not wise. You really should be staying off social media, but I'm gonna tell you something. That staying indoors, that's not gonna work. Because let me talk to y'all for a minute. Most Americans, we know this, but it isn't just ICE that's coming after you. They've got the ATF working together with them. Of course, Borders and Customs Patrol, they're working with them. All right, look, they got the National Guard starting to be working with them. Some of the Marines are down there on the border. There's several different agencies, federal agencies, that are working together. Let me talk to you about some of them that you might not have heard of, okay? Do you understand that in Utah, Okay, that's one of the main headquarters where the main data gathering intelligence centers are. Do you know what type of intel they getting on y'all in real time? See, Biden had it, but he didn't want to get you out of here. He wanted you to come in. This president wants you gone. Bottom line, when this government converges on trying to find a person or group of people and you're within these borders, you will get found. Oh, make no mistake. They've got heat thermal FLIR imaging, so that hide inside, they can see you through the walls. They just got to make sure they got the right people. But that hiding, there is no hiding, baby. You're in the most surveilled country, one of the most surveilled countries on earth at this point in time. Look, the methods that they're using to find these people, boy, how many of y'all know what geofencing is? Let me test my audience real quick, because if you're on my Patreon, you already know where I'm going with this. How many of y'all know what geofencing is? Let me talk to my people for a minute. How many of y'all have heard of the term geofencing? Like I said, if you're a Patreon subscriber, you know what I'm about to tell you. Any of y'all heard of that term? Any of my new people? I know my long-time subscribers should have heard of it. How many of y'all are familiar with the term geofencing? My brother Daryl 524, you are? Okay. Still Kevin Tree said they got Skynet damn near. Hey, brother, hey, you not wrong. RY says she has. Okay. Yeah, see, a lot of y'all have heard of it. So now, this is the reason why I asked that question. A lot of your phones that you run around, because y'all got phones, that's going to lead them right to you, baby. Oh, it is. I'm telling you, man, unless you're going to go off the grid, that would be your best bet. And then that's just going to delay the inevitable, because you're going to have to come out to go get something to eat. And then some of them, you're going to get tired of just staying huddled up in these little places where they're trying to hide you at. And a lot of you, boy, and I'm so proud of Tom Homan and Ice for this, they starting to pick y'all asses up at these nightclubs. Yeah, because you're thinking you're just going to drown your sorrow somewhere and they'll spend what little money you got on some hookers and some cheap beer, what have you. But no, that's not going to happen no more. That's one of the first places they're going to look. So the net is closing in. And like I said, realistically, he's not going to get rid of every last one of them in 4 years. But damn it, if they keep going around the clock like this, it's going to make it pretty hard. It's going to get to the point where if they don't get you, you're going to leave, because you're going to get caught eventually if you stay long enough. Because you're not going to just hide your whole time here. So, baby, listen, I advise you to have your papers in order so that all these people that you saw they were rounding up, hopefully you won't be one of them if you're here legally. If you're here legally, no problem. You know, just don't break no laws or what have you, so they can strip you a little naturalized citizenship. But other than that hiding and just kicking it over here and freeloading off American taxpayer dollars, that is over. Oh, it is so over. So I'm going to let her continue, because we're going to examine more than just her here tonight. We're going to go through some greatest hits. We're going to definitely get to that DJ Academics thing coming up. Let's get into it.
They are literally targeting Hispanics. Because all the cars that got pulled over this morning, I believe over 30 cars got pulled over this morning. And they were all Hispanics. So just be mindful and beware of your surrounding at this moment, because they are out here looking for you guys. Like, this is insane. I'm still shaking, because it was just like cars was just passing by. And I'm like, wait, am I getting pulled over? I'm not driving fast.
Oh, and she said she was still shaking, baby. Let me tell you something. I'm going to throw you a bone. For a lot of the forensic pathologists and a lot of the people that work online and analyze that type of footage, you kind of told on yourself that might have been a Freudian slip, family. What y'all think? She said she's still shaking. What you shaking for if you got your paperwork in order, baby? If you legally a citizen over here, you'd be like, damn, that's fucked up, but I'm cool. So y'all better stay off of these social media sites and putting these little videos up. You're making it too easy. And the sister Stanzia said she heard of geofencing, but she didn't know what it is. Well, let me enlighten you, sister. What geofencing is, basically, I'm going to break it down in layman's terms. It is a way to use your cell phone device, okay, the IMEI chips and all the other components in there, especially the location, to triangulate your position and basically track you and find you right down to your exact location, okay? I've heard some people making misnomers talking about, you can't find the exact location. Oh, that's funny. I bet you I can find you. Hey, where my brother Kermit is Wingfield? You know, where my brother Kermit is Wingfield? Can we find them, brother? Where my ex-military guys in here that spent 20 years or better in certain specialties, especially for those of us that are electronics technician first class and so on and forth above in each branch of service, whatever your equivalent to that is. Can we not find you? Out to me. Oh, we can find you, baby. Oh, we can find you. So all this, they can't find you. See, Kermit, he know. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, that's what a lot of us used to do. When we were deployed, you know what I'm saying, overseas, for certain operations. Yeah, finding people was part of what we had to do. A lot of us are still very good at finding people, okay? And my military brothers, this is the time to make you a good little bit of money using those finding skills that we have, especially if you were technologically inclined during your tenure in the service, okay? Get your bags, my brothers. This is a hell of a time to be getting it. Because I know I'm going to get mine, okay? So now, I'm just saying, for a lot of them thinking they can't be found, oh, yes, you can. I'm telling you, and that's just one method that's being used because, see, you got to understand that wherever these cell phone towers are, hey, look, let me go here with it. The Patriot Act. Everybody remember what that was, right? Whether you agree or disagree with it or not, it's still in effect. And it's being used every day in a number of different ways. Now, here's the silver lining for us. All that surveillance that they invest in every year to the tune of billions on black folks, now you're finna have to use to find these illegal aliens, okay? Watch how fast look, I know a lot of people like, man, the numbers ain't high enough yet. Oh, give it time. Just wait till you see. I was telling a hard-headed chick a couple weeks back. I said, give it about 3 months. And she was under the impression that I was saying that they was going to deport all several million of them out of here in 4 years, and that's not what I said. Y'all know I would never say that. I'm one of the main people that's been reporting on how many of them over here, so I would never say anything like that. But I was saying in 3 months, just watch how high the numbers are going to be as far as many of them being deported. And the reason why I was saying that, because I know the types of systems they're going to be using to find them. Not just the actual agencies coordinating and sharing the intelligence. I'm talking about the actual mechanics of tracking you down using technology. Oh, you're going to get out of it. Look, very few of them today are going to go off the grid. I'm going to tell you why. Because think about it. If you come up here from a country where you didn't have the best of living conditions and you finally get up here to the land of milk and honey in your eyes, and you finally get a taste of what it's like to live in like a society with modern conveniences to the point that you want to complain about you not being served the right kind of food, you're not finna go off the grid and go gray man and kick it in the woods for no long period of time. And most of them, if they tried it, they wouldn't survive. Brother Kermit, you already know what I'm talking about. They wouldn't survive if they tried that, man. So you're going to end up coming out because you ain't going to be able to catch nothing to eat. You're going to be uncomfortable out there in these elements while it's cold. All right. And look, nature is not very friendly. Okay? If you're not prepared or trained to deal with that, the average person would lose their mind in 3 days out in the wilderness somewhere. Just stand. I'm talking about no contact with civilization, whatever. You need water. You got to know how to get that, clean it yourself, and drink it so you don't get sick. You get hungry. Do you know how to hunt and trap your own food? Most of them not finna do that. So for the ones that are like, well, we'll go off the grid. How long you think that's going to last? And then here's the other thing. This is why it's not wise to come up here if you're illegal. When you're illegal, now you're in an exploitative position. And I don't wish that on nobody, but hey, everybody that know you're not supposed to be here, they're going to be like, hey, look, I need you to do this right here, XYZ for me. If not, I'm going to call them folks. And that could be any range of filthy, disgusting, or illegal or dangerous things. So now just think about all the situations that you put yourself in. Okay? Look, go back to your homes. If you want to go somewhere else, there's other stable countries that you can go. You don't have to be up here off our taxpayer dollars. The gravy train is over. There's no more money for Jew. You remember that? Oh boy, how them words boomerang back around. No more money for Jew. There is no more money for you. You done. You free eating off of people's plates over here is over. Okay? It's over. So, family, I'm going to play something else for you. I want you to listen to this because this sister right here is going to be spot on the money with it. Let's let it continue.
to go back to Mexico. It's even worse. They're saying they're turning people in. I at least have had 15 comments of people in the black community saying they were gonna turn us in. Like I said, it's good.
And I just want to touch bases on that right there. This ain't our business.
Salute to the good brother Premier Homes for the cash out by all family. You know when a sister put that phone down like that and hit that, okay. Oh yeah, she about to get it. She about to get it straight. Oh, I love seeing this. Finally, especially with our sisters that are on code, y'all understand what we've been trying to tell a lot of y'all, okay? Shout out to our riders and our sisters that actually understand that we were not meant as a collective of people to be the footstools for other people that come over here after our ancestors and elders sacrificed for them to be here, and then they turn around and side with our oppressors and practice anti-black racism. Oh, you damn right, hold your own horchata, your own tacos, enchiladas, okay, empanadas, or whatever, taquitos, whatever you want to hold, you're going to have to hold them, okay? Pick whatever you need to hold them with, but you're going to hold them, okay? Now, I'm giving you complimentary nut holding gloves or a tata holding gloves, or I'll give you some tongs, whatever you choose to hold them. Put them in a Kroger sack. I don't care, but you're going to have to hold them on your way to these flights or these C-130s or whatever else we decide to ship you on and get you up out of here, okay? And the nerve of you. I got to go back to this before I let the sister finish playing this. Kermit, the nerve of them to insult having to ride on military planes. Damn you, who do you think you are? We had to do it. You freeloading bastard, you. That really irks me. I don't like that. Anyway, let's let it play. The sister about to tell you exactly what she think about this, family. Let's get back to it.
This ain't our business. We don't have no concern. Just like y'all turn y'all heads when we had to go through our own struggles and trials and tribulations that we still got to face and that we going through to this day. Girl, this ain't our concern. Okay? We don't got nothing to do with this. This ain't about no shade, no racism, none of that. We have to wash our hands with this situation. What y'all want us to do? Y'all like black people are the savior for every other race, but when it comes to us, nobody wants to save us. So what do y'all expect? We just gotta turn the cheek like y'all had to turn the cheek when we was going through the same situation, baby. It is what it is.
Comprehend.
Oh, yes, it definitely is what it is because, see, we've often told you about the Felix T. Arenas over here, the LULAC organizations. I've done broadcasts breaking that LULAC thing down from the A-road to the zero. I've shown you historical documents where these people, not just the Hispanics, okay, but the Asians, each group have fought literally tooth and nail to be classified as white. We've seen it in modern day times here. The Elite Audio and Nuri Martinez out there out west. Shout out to my good brother Black Voltron Reloaded here. I'll see you, brother. But we've shown you many different types of things over here in the modern era that let you know that, hey, man, y'all didn't want no black and brown coalition for the longest when a lot of the so-called leaders amongst us were saying that you didn't want that. Oh, no, you thought you was just going to get you a green card and just sit here for 20, 30 years. That is so stupid. And you keep talking about how smarter you are than us. Listen, man, if I had to flee my homeland, okay, we had to flee from here and go somewhere, most foundations of black Americans are going to be on what we need to do to get our citizenship. But it's such an alien concept for me to even say it hypothetically because we don't flee our homeland. We know that what men do when times are tough, it's one thing for you to send your women and children somewhere and make sure they're safe while you take care of business at home. But that business of getting up as a man and just leaving our birthright and saying, fuck it, I'm going to let you have it. Nah, bruh, we ain't built like that. This is why the rest of the world respects us when we speak on anything. And this is why they always trying to get us to take a side in things. Like this little taco Heather is right here, this little taco wench here. She's calling herself trying to appeal to Foundation of Black American Freedmen. But see, this is the problem with you, Taco Wench and company. You don't even know how to do that in a humble manner. Because I've said this many times on my own platform and in other people's spaces when I've graced their platforms and try to abide by their rules. If you are not a foundational Black American freedman, you must be humble when addressing us. You have no right to address my people with disrespect, demanding we do anything for you. you have no right to tell us what we don't deserve in our own homeland? No. You should be humble and thankful that we allowed you to have an opportunity to get here. And so now you're going to find out what happens when the things that we fought for, because when you get new information, you take different actions. Now that we see that you didn't appreciate what our elders and many of our grandparents and great-grandparents did for you, now you're going to find out what happened when we don't fight for you. To hell with DEI programs. They never benefited my people. To hell with affirmative action. Remember, look, let me talk to the soy sauce supremacists for a minute before we get on a little taco winch here. Soy sauce supremacists, you remember when you hopped up with Ed Bloom and started finding out on lawsuits, you know, talking about, oh, all the black people are getting in and they not earning in, and oh, you just thought you were going to have it made. And then when everything went through, the white people were like, finally, get your little soy sauce, duck lip, chicken chow mein ass up out of here. Oh, and then you start crying. Oh, black people, you were right. No. We don't know nothing, remember? See, you a model minority. You need to work hard. Not them white folks that show you they ain't really want your motherfucking asses up in them schools no way. Every black person that's in a high-level school had to earn that off their intellect and their academic merit. Don't nobody give us nothing in this country. And it's hilarious when you see the rednecks, the three-Tony types, talking about DEI hires. I'm like, have you seen the actual stats on that? It's like less than 4% of black people actually benefit from that. The greater majority of that is white women and white LGBTQ that benefit from that. So we're like, hey, take it. We never asked for that shit. But see, the little taco winch here. Look at her with her eyes all rolling and sitting up here trying to mock and be snarky. I mean, family, I want you, as you examine this with me, I'm going to let her talk. I want you to examine me with this, and I want you to have this in mind. If this was somebody coming in, any of you in my chat room asking you for help, I wonder if you would say, okay, yeah, I'll help a person talking to me this way. This old condescending tone that she have looking down her little old nose at us, okay, and talking about, you know what, I'm going to just play it. And I want you to tell me if this would suffice if somebody came to you and said, hey, brother, sister, I need your help. I'm going to let this play and then y'all make up your own mind.
The support from the African American community to Donald Trump and mass deportations. They don't like you guys either. If all Mexicans leave tomorrow, guess who they're going to pick on next? The next minority, which is you guys. They can deport us because, you know, we're not from here. We're illegal. Go back to your country. They can't deport you.
First of all, baby, all of your people ain't illegal, because I will give credit to the ones that actually came up here the right way and got their citizenship the right way. Okay. And as long as they ain't bothering black people, we don't have no problem with them. But the illegal ones that thought you was just going to finesse the system, being lazy, no more money for a Jew. You know, those types. Oh, yeah, we want you up out of here yesterday. Oh, yeah, we want you up out of here yesterday ago. We do. All right. Now, she said that, oh, who they going to pick on next? You're the next minority. First of all, we're not afraid of these motherfuckers like you. See, just because you have that skin complexion, a lot of you, okay, and if you're not one of them, I'm not talking to you, but those of you that are, okay, Mayor de la Raza, whiten up the race, you know who you are, El Blanqui Mentor, okay, you know who you are. If that's what you practice, and you come your ass up here and assimilate into whiteness knowing you are not genetically Caucasian at all, you've been defeated. You fear these people. You have the greatest case of Stockholm Syndrome I've ever seen. People wanting to come up here and side with their oppressors that have historically violated your people, if you even know your history. And then you have the nerve to say, you know, we're not them, as she's going to say in here. And no, we don't want to be them, baby. Let me tell you something. Where my foundational Black American Freedom brothers in here, from any part of the country you in, I want you to put where you from in my chat room. Because, see, I know I got an audience that's from all over the place. Brothers, light it up in this chat room. Let me know what state you're from. Drop it in the chat room. Because, see, what I'm about to say, I want to see if everybody from coast to coast, if you feel me on this. Those of us who are foundational Black American freedmen, especially men, baby, we don't fear these motherfuckers. On our best day, we be like, I wish you would set this shit off. All that bullshit they be talking that scare the shit out of y'all, we be like, hey, white boy, bring it. Come on with it. Ain't nothing between us but space and opportunity. See, this is what we was trying to tell you shillbillies when they're like, oh, they're going to put you back in slavery. So look, for the goofies, even of our lineage that did say that, your cowardly asses, that shows you your manhood is up to code, because those like myself, whether we ex-military or not, okay, because I know everybody isn't, but whether we are or not, we will fight to the death before that happens. We're like, okay, cool, this is the day then. All right, it is what it is. The rest of you will be taking off running or pleading, trying to make deals. Hey, we white too, not us. And we'll be like, I'll be down. Shit, I'd rather down my feet like a man any day of the week if these motherfuckers would try something like that. If your manhood is up to code, you're not walking around here in fear of anybody except for the Most High. All right? That's where we at with it, huh? See, the people that's in my chat room, look at, I'm seeing New York City. Shout out to y'all. Illinois, Georgia, Louisiana, Florence. Okay, East Orange, New Jersey. What's going on, Dirty Jersey in the house? I see you, California. Oh, man, Savannah, Georgia. Okay, hey, look, I kind of thought you was from there, too. We got a lot of Savannah people in Altadena, California. Shout out and prayers to our brothers and sisters over there for surviving their horrible fire situation. Listen, man, for the people, and that's just the short list that I named. Little Rock, Arkansas. Oh, okay. Hey, Derek, I already know you with it then. I already know you with the business. The Little Rock boys don't play the radio over there. Okay. See, we have a long history of opposing these people, all right? For the most part, we're law-abiding folks. We try to take care of our families, go to work, or run whatever business that we have. But when it comes to being oppressed, every black man in here be like, look, motherfucker, that's about as far as you gonna go. The rest of y'all don't have that in you like that. Either you trying to assimilate into them, and you come over here and identify as white on your paperwork. See, let me talk to the gullible, bleeding heart folks amongst us before I let this heifer continue. If you are one of the people that's always talking about black and brown, first of all, who are the brown people? Because most of the brown people want to identify as white, literally on their paperwork. And if that's where their mind is, where they think that they're white and they mark that down, even just for benefits, they've been defeated. You've communicated in writing on your identification that you cannot unify with me. How you going to unify with me and the oppressor at the same damn time? Make up your mind. Even the Bible says it speaks of not having favor towards anybody that's lukewarm, huh? For those of you that know the scriptures. So why are we supposed to accept that? We're the children of God. Yes, we are. So we can't accept that lukewarm behavior. You ain't going to be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You over there with them or you over here with us. And you shown us that you don't want to be over here with us. Fine, cool. We can't force you to do nothing. We should never try to force anybody to like us that doesn't like us, or get along with us that don't want to get along with us. As long as you don't harm our families, cool, go your way. And now you're getting a taste to go your way. So the question that most of my lineage has, if you are so much harder working, you so much smarter, you so much better, then why don't you show us now? Don't run to us talking about what we gonna do. It ain't no we. There never has been a we. You didn't want a we. So there's not a we. And we're cool with that. We get more done when we focus on us anyway. That doesn't mean that we can't be cool with individuals. All of us are. But that collective stuff, nah, baby. The only relationships that we will be in with collectives are the ones that bring equal measure to the table, and we can build that way. If you ain't doing that, well then, hey, get on over there and work hard. Okay? Get on over there and do what you got to do. And then, let me say this again. To a lot of little goofy simps, listen to me. I know that you'll look at something like this and you'll think, okay, let me go ahead and marry her so I can help her stay over here. I'm going to tell you again, if Tom Homan coming around your ass up, I don't want to hear nothing from your families. I'm not advocating for nobody. You get caught, I'm like, yep, that's what you get. You better get out them folks' business, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, they told us they white, so I don't get in other white people business, all right? And in their mind, they believe they're white, so hey, I believe you. That's what you put on your paperwork. You telling us how much better than us you are. So now we've been to find out. Let's let it continue.
You guys are born here. So what do you think they'll do about you guys and get away with it? Deporting us is not going to solve America's issues. So why are you guys so supportive of somebody that doesn't like minorities? Seriously, think.
Bitch, your people in large numbers don't like us. Your Hispanic politicians don't advocate for this imaginary black and brown fallacy that everybody's always hollering about. See, that's where I go when people start saying that, because what black and brown is, let's just go in and be honest about black and brown. Black and brown is let's party together, let's lay up with each other. But when it comes time to actually get policies and tangibles, ain't no black and brown then. I've said it before. Show me at least 3 politicians that are Hispanic that have advocated for us in Congress or on their media platforms. Univision, Telemundo, all the rest of them, huh? They ain't talking about helping us with nothing. See, I'm going to tell you what this is, though. With the era of delineation, our people have actually come back as a collective into our sanity. Because it is an insane thing to help other people and put them in a better position than yourself, and you only concerned about maintaining their position and their health and their well-being above you and your family. That's a holdover from slavery conditioning. You understand? And I'm so proud of my people for finding our collective self-esteem where we don't put up with that. We shouldn't have to. We've done enough. Damn it. If you've been standing on our backs all this time and you hadn't made it, well, baby, it just wasn't meant for you to make it. It ain't in the cards. So now you're going to have to go back home and build. And she said that getting rid of you won't solve America's problems. Oh, we didn't say it we're going to solve them all, but you know what one it will solve? It'll be less anti-black racism to deal with. See, with all of you taco tellers over here, which is what Jim Crow Joe Biden's strategy was in trying to get them white numbers up. And see, you had 2 sections of white society. Let's go in and break that down. You had the section of white society that said, well, you know what? These numbers are low. Let's kind of blend in with them and whiten up a little bit and get some, you know, some little half white babies going. And then you had the purists that's like, boy, if it ain't white, it ain't right. I ain't trying to hear it. I don't want to mix with no damn body. Get them out of here, boy. I'm going to bring them folks up here. Jim Crow, Joe Biden, get on, man. Them the 2 that you had right there, okay? So you got to understand they were divided on that issue. Now, here's where the little taco wings come in at, all right? You actually thought that you were favored. Oh, you thought you was a hot commodity when you come up here, boy. You practice your little anti-black racism for the ones of you that did it. And you thought that, oh, you were special. You were the golden goose. But you underestimated just how many of them prefer, and I don't begrudge them for this, to have children that look like them. They don't even want to take a chance on having kids with one that look like her because they're like, you got a little too much melanin in you, even though you pale looking, like, because you know they got the recessive genes. And look, I got a shout out to them. They standing on their square. They say that they're going to have white babies. They're going to have to look like them. I ain't mad at that. Everybody should want their children to look like them. I have no problem with that. But see, they didn't get the memo on that because they thought, okay, they let me identify as white. That means I'm in the club. You ain't never in the club, baby. You on your own. And you going to stand on it and stand on business by yourself, too. Let's let it continue.
About it. Just because you're born here doesn't mean you're one of them. I promise.
If you hate immigrants and you're for them.
You heard what she said. Just because we born here doesn't mean we one of them. Last time I checked, nobody in my chat room woke up and said they want to be anything other than a foundation of Black American freedmen if they are the lineage. And our own code, none of FBA brothers that are actually proud to be black or melanated immigrants. They ain't trying to be them folks. That's y'all. Well, look, we're the ones that have the icons and artists that have songs about being proud to be black. Say It Loud on Black and On Proud, James Brown, Aretha Franklin, so many others that have songs about being proud to be black people. We have entire music genres dedicated to that, not you all. See, notice how they copy everything or try to copy everything, to be honest, about our culture, except for that cultural pride of who we are and being proud to be black folks or melanated people. They don't copy that for some reason. So this black and brown unity, no, that ship is sailed. We cool on that. And see, we got another one here that's got some more trash to talk and tell us. So y'all may as well get out your system now because like I said, we're going to make sure that we put you on these military planes and these cuffs and you're going home. So you may as well throw your tantrums now and get out your system because I'm telling you, in 3 months, oh, man. I'm telling you, look, Bakersfield, California, that ain't going to be the only place where all of them are running and scrambling, hiding, and everything look like a bunch of ghost town over there, shit tumbling around. Oh, yeah, man. There's going to be a lot of places around America like that. But I want y'all to listen to what this one right here got to say. Check this out.
Mass deportations, hate them all the way. Stay out of beautiful Mexico, stay out of the beautiful beaches, retire in your own country. I never want to see you go to another Mexican restaurant to order enchiladas, burritos, tacos, margaritas, none of that. You're not even allowed to have Taco Bell, even though that's a knockoff version of Mexican food. Never touch another bottle or shot of tequila in your life ever again. Don't go visit beautiful Mexico, stay out of Tulum, Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, all of those. Go visit Nebraska, go visit Kansas, stay out of beautiful Mexico, go visit the red states that you love so much. Clean your own house and mow your own lawn. Get in the field and start picking fruit. Go build the houses and I want to see you pop them up quick. No more listening to salsa, merengue, bachata, reggaeton, cumbias, none of that. Listen to your own music. You don't get to love the culture, but hate the people that created the culture. And if you're a Latino that hates immigrants and that is for the mass deportations, never in your life use that Latino card ever again, because you just use it when it benefits you. Call yourself a gringo, act as white as you can, and let me know if they see you as one of them. Y viva Mexico,
Oh, well. She told us, didn't she? Oh, she just took back all of her little Hispanic culture away from us. Oh, boy, the Latino culture, we can't have none of the stuff, man. All of it, they taking it back. Now, listen, I got words for this, Helper. Listen. Now, we want you illegal aliens gone. Oh, yes, because you're breaking the law. We're not supposed to support criminality. Aren't these the main people that's always looking at black people talking about how much we break the law, quoting them fake crime stats? Well, now look at all of a sudden we're supposed to be accepting criminality. We can't do that because, then they tell us to do better and pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. So, hey, what better way to start by, hey, not being for this illegal alien criminality? Now, we can't support criminals, baby. But look, I got a message for her. Now, she tried to tell us that we can't have all these different things in her culture and try to rescind things. Damn it, I must object to one of the things that she tried to say that we can't have. That Morin tequila, now I'm going to have that. I'm going to keep some of that in my boys. Now, you can't listen, it ain't about hating the people. I just don't want criminals up here, okay? I don't have a problem with Hispanic folks. I don't. But now, you can't take my Morin tequila from me. Now, I need that. Look, how many of you have had Morin tequila? That is the good stuff right there. It ain't that cheap crap that give you a hangover if you having a man. Morin tequila, if you never had that, oh, that is so smoothly blended. Let me tell you, look, I don't know how many of you would drink from time to time. I'm not some big alcoholic, but I know my fine alcoholic spirits. That is one of the finest because it is very smooth. If you're not accustomed to that, you would think that you're drinking some type of juice or something because it sneak up on you. Oh, man, I know, baby. You can't take that more than tequila from me. I'm going to keep that now. I got to have it. I don't know what she's talking about, but she can go ahead on back down there now and just leave it alone with that. Nobody finna tolerate that crap. You know what I'm saying? Look, just trying to rescind things from us. Hey, Brother Black Voltron say them illegals are about to get replaced by robots in the farm fields. Hey, that's another thing. They talking about who can't do what and ain't gonna pick. Cause look, we know white folks ain't gonna get out there, but they forget that automation is here. So, America is not gonna be in some dire straits because you leave those specific jobs like that. That's what they keep thinking. Oh my God, America's gonna fall if you don't. No, baby. And see, she mentioned something else. She was talking about, let's see you build the houses quick. That's a part of the problem with that shoddy construction work that a lot of them illegals doing. Yeah, you work fast, but you don't work with quality. Come on now. Where my contractors in here? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Look, let me tell you something. You hear a lot of people talking about they'll hire them folks to do them jobs like that. I hire you if I know that you got the skills to do something, but I don't just hire them like that because they work cheap. Hell no. Because if I'm going to have a structure built, I want it to be quality, I want it to be safe, and I want it to last a long time. So, I'd rather pay the cost and get somebody with skills than just, hey, how quick can you do it? No. Cutting corners don't always help you out. But see, we're not done yet, family. Oh, no, we are not done. We got to analyze some more things here coming up because, they hot with us. Look, let me ask a question. I need to take temperature in my chat room. I'm about to ask y'all a question because, we can be about to look in the audience over here. Family, do y'all care that they mad at us? Does anybody in my chat room, are y'all able to muster up half of a fuck to give, okay? Do you have at least a half one? I'm trying to take a temperature check because they are pissed off. Oh, they hot. They rescinding all their little culture and stuff from us. Do y'all care about that? I need to know. My brother Daryl said, nah, they'll get over it. Ms. L said, shout out construction real. Oh, yes. RY said, no. Netta J with the thumbs down. Oh, my goodness. And she's the nicest little thing. Man, V. Mosby said, no. Man, y'all don't really care at all, do you? Oh, my God. Well, family, since y'all don't care, do you know what? I think that what we need to do to show these people that we're not completely heartless, when they start raging and ranting and, you know, throwing taco tether tantrums, we need to pull out our small, tiny violins and serenade them with whatever song of choice they would like to play. We should ask them what song they want to hear, okay? And then we should take out our tiny violins and start playing in unison, okay? This would be a very kind gesture for them to, you know, soothe their souls, because they're going to be taking a long flight back home, some of them, okay? Some of these people, you know, they got a little ways to go. It ain't just as simple as going right back to Mexico. Some of them got to go to Venezuela, El Salvador, some going back to Haiti. I mean, look, they getting up out of here. They going on a world tour. They going to see some wonderful sights, okay? You know, because look, they can't say they don't like to fly because they hopped their little freeloading asses on that CBP-1 app, didn't they? Oh, yeah, yo, don't tell us you don't like to fly all of a sudden. Talking about you don't want to be in military cargo plane. I ain't gonna lie, I can't let that go, y'all. I know y'all laughing. I don't like that, man. We had to be in them, damn it. You know, you gonna get a taste of this and you gonna get it in the handcuffs too, you little criminals. So anyway, we're gonna keep our small violins to play these people because we're not done yet. We gotta analyze some more of this stuff here because, boy, you cannot make this up. And we tried to warn you. See, this will be another lesson in the annals of history when foundational Black American freedmen try to warn you people about something, even you folks. You better start listening to this. We know what we're talking about because we saw this coming. Oh, they thought they was grandfathered into the Great White Club. Nope. You're not one of them, okay? No matter how bad you want to be or what your grandparents and your folks told you before you came up here. No, you can't just come up here and dump on the black people and then you accept them to the white club. Don't work that way. Why don't y'all check this out?
Gosh, I really don't even know how to say this because no words can really express the appreciation I have for the Black community right now. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I know I'm speaking on behalf of many Mexicans right now. You guys, if you guys don't know, they're coming into our schools and they're taking our children. That way, when the parents come up to pick up the kids, they deport them. The Black community, guys, Black women teachers, that's all I've seen so far, Black women teachers. I'm sure there's some Black male teachers, but Black women teachers are saying they're willing to fight for our kids. I don't think you understand what that means.
Oh, you long-faced taco wench. I understand what it means. Oh, that means that there's some mammies if there's any truth there. Because look, there's not large numbers of Black folks doing this. But to you mammies and Sambozos that are doing it, let me go ahead and put this into the minds of my people because we don't forget our people over here. If you are one of these people that's doing this for them, I have questions for you. Where were their people as a collective nationwide when George Zimmerman killed Trayvon Martin? We got to ask some questions here because I'm going to ask several. Where were they when that happened? Were they calling for justice, that George Zimmerman be prosecuted? A white Hispanic, by the way. Or were they saying, hey, George Zimmerman did nothing wrong. Trayvon was a thug, this, that, the third. That's my first question. My second question is this. Where was her community for little Tamir Rice when he was killed up there in Cleveland, huh? Where were they for that? Do y'all remember seeing large numbers of her people and her community out there advocating for him to get justice? I don't. Refresh my memory if you saw these things. I've got more questions. Well, we got to ask a couple of questions here. Where was her community when Breonna Taylor was killed? Were they calling for justice in that case? I don't remember it. Huh? I need to know. I got to ask these questions. I'm trying to figure out where their community is when it comes to sacrificing for our women and our children and standing in the gap with them saying, listen, we going to stand with our black and brown brothers out here. You know what? Nope. We're not going to be quiet about this. We're going to keep making noise. We're demanding that our Hispanic congressional members make noise about it. I didn't see that. So if you are a Mammy or a Sambozo that's willing to put your life on the line for these people, because potentially that's probably what you're doing. You know how they like to deal with our people when they start jumping in and breaking the law. You know, you don't get the kid glove treatment. So are you really willing to risk that? I'm not. And I'm not putting the cape on for anybody that is, because that means that you one of the ones that can't be helped amongst our lineage. And here's it. I'm going to say something that's going to sound cruel. That's dead weight that needs to be cut. Oh, it is. That is dead weight that no longer needs to be a burden on our community. Maybe you are doing what's needed to get you from amongst us. That's how I tend to look at it. I'm not even angry at them. I'm hoping that they run their goofy asses out there and fight for people that just yesterday, because it was all good a week ago. Oh boy, just a week ago, they was saying all kinds of morenos and calling us all types of names and stuff like that. Oh man, all kinds of racial slurs you had for black folks. And now you're going to jump out there and try to protect these people. See, this is what our grandparents have often taught us, especially in Foundational Black American Freedmen Society, from coast to coast of this country. You teach people how to treat you, huh? Her community as a collective, not individuals, as a collective, have been mistreating us and giving us their ass to kids for the longest. Talk about how lazy we are, we don't work hard, but yet we supposed to just keep running out there and saving them and just putting out. How they gonna ever learn to respect us if we keep doing that? See, the rest of us that are on code, that are on the right side of our lineage's history with this, we not putting no capes on for nobody. Listen, you keep talking about these kids and these families. Hey man, make sure they got good warm coats, get them something to eat, and y'all go on back over there together and do what you need to do. And for you women that's over here with them sorry ass men, you need to look at them and say, listen, okay, they done deported all of us. Don't look like we're going to be able to get back over here without getting right back deported or locked up. It's time for y'all to build something. I got to go here. For her community that's undocumented, a.k.a. illegal, what you keep laying down with a group of sorry men that ain't going to build shit in your country so they can stay there? And I don't want to hear nothing about the cartel, because you know what you're supposed to do as men? Okay, if the cartel is a problem, you got two options, okay? One, you can go and do what you need to do with your country's government and military and fight to eradicate the cartel. Or the second option, hey, make sure that you're in control of the cartel. If you're not going to join them, hey, be in control of them. I'm just saying, man, you got a couple different ways you can handle that situation. The answer can't always be to run, but for any of your women that's in that undocumented illegal alien community, if you land up with these dudes and producing kids, something is wrong with you. Who keep giving children to a group of men that the only thing you know to do to solve a problem is to take off running like Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble? I'll be down. It couldn't be anybody in my lineage. We not built like that. So anyway, we're going to let the taco wins continue.
I don't think you understand what level of sacrifice that is. We all know through history the police brutality that the Black community has gone through. They're basically saying they're willing to die for our kids. We all know what happens and the risk that they are taking for being a Black victim in that kind of scenario. That's a whole other level of love and sacrifice, and thank you so much. And us as Mexicans, we need to completely have their backs. We need to completely be willing.
No, ma'am. Because see, I'm going to make anybody that's agreeing with this sound extra triple chocolate dip stupid. Salute to the good brother Latrabia Lawson for the cash out. Thank you very much, my good man. But family, let me go ahead and break this down. She said we need to have their backs. Keyword, backs. Words matter. I'm a very observant listener. I didn't get to where I am today with the knowledge that I have by not being a very studious and observant listener. She said they need to have our backs. No, ma'am, you need to be in the front. You need to be in the front. What you got our backs for? If you got somebody back, that means you behind them. What type of battle buddy is that? Hell no, ma'am. No. Look, why you coming to black folks? You know who you need to turn to? Turn to some of them anti-black gangs that you got here in this country. Oh, am I going there? Yes, the hell I am. Yes, I am. You need to get with some, your Latin kings and, some of the rest of these little anti-black Hispanic gangs, Sureños, Norteños. Go get with some of them, okay? Why they ain't all coming together to defend your children and your women? Huh? Come on now. Somebody talk to me. They've been up here doing all kinds of illegal activities. They ain't getting RICO charges and shit. So, hey, they free to go ahead and mob up and go down there and fight the Border Patrol and see how that work out for you. Because I'm going to tell you this. I know a couple of the Marines that's down there on the border. Yeah, that ain't going to work out for you too good. I would not advise that. That stuff that you was pulling with the Border Patrol before the Marines got down there, please don't do that anymore. I'm telling you, it would be very wise of you to cooperate. I'm going to leave it there. So she needs to go and get, the Avengers in her community to mobilize and stand in the gap for them, because our people, no, you don't need to have our back. You need to have your own front. Get out there and do the work, okay? That's what it's time to do. They say they so much hard working than everybody. It's time for us to see it. So that's what I want to interject and say. Let's let it continue.
To die for their children too, and put our lives on the line. Thank you so much. Sincerely from the bottom of my heart. That is just like so beautiful, and I know you're gonna go to heaven for that. I know that there's a beautiful place in heaven for you for that. Sincerely, we're willing to do that.
Oh no, baby, we ain't gonna have heaven when we leave this motor car. We gonna have our heaven right here. See, for the longest time, that's what everybody has been telling us. We got to wait to have our heaven. No, why everybody else got heaven down here on earth? No, baby, it's time for us to get our piece, and it doesn't come with being a donkey or a crash test mule for you. Nope. So all this stuff about heaven, see, that's another thing. I want you to understand why she tried to do that. They know that a lot of black people are very religious, very devout, Christians, Muslims, whatever you choose to practice. That's trying to tug on our religious heartstrings. This little alabaster taco winch is not fooling me. I understand all the psychological heartstring tactics that she's trying to use, but baby, it's not working. We're going to call ICE and call them twice. Okay, that's just what's going to happen now. You can say that you ain't going to let people come up in there, but well, they're going to have to come out sometime. And if you try to say that you're going to, just hold the kids hostage, that's some more charges you're going to get. And then if they really just want to make you come up out of there, all you got to do is just cut the lights and the water, and eventually you're going to come out, okay? They ain't got to do nothing drastic to kill nobody. Then they can make you come up out of that building, okay? So I'm just saying, all this here taking a stand you're going to be doing, we're going to see. We're going to see how much of a stand you take and see if it amounts to anything that my ancestors have done over the centuries. It's time for you to put in your own work. You say you don't want to leave here. How bad you willing to stay? I need to see. And see for you goofy mammies and sambos, okay? Go ahead out there and cut for people that have never cut for you before. Because all of us in the community are going to be looking at you like, you big damn dummy. And you're going to get what you get too. You going to learn. Just see, look, a lot of people don't understand. We're in the era of consequences now. Everything you do, sure, you can choose to do whatever you want, but it's going to be consequences, and they're going to find you immediately. It's not going to be no long time for the consequences to hit you. Everybody's being forced to choose where they stand. That's what it's going to come down to with this issue.
For us, sincerely, thank you so much.
ICE in Chicago with my students?
Now, this big old bug-eyed hippopotamus alabastrus right here on the screen, she's going to tell you what she's willing to do, okay? Because she probably land up with her or Hector or Jorge or Ramirez or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, well, you're going to learn, baby. what you about to do here, calling yourself gonna stand in the way of, because see, it's not just about deportation to them. You better understand that Tom Homan and the Orange Man, they looking at, hey, nah, we don't need to have no more white adjacent folks to get these white numbers back up. We gonna do this however they plan to do it, because I just don't see that happening. But however they plan to do it, they trying to do it with genetically Caucasian people. Now, if you go and stand in the way of this, what you don't realize is they're going to look at you as a race traitor. They're not going to say that out loud, but I'm just come on now. I know these people. I know how they operate. So what she's about to talk about right here, she's about to lose all her white card privilege in the white community. Think I'm lying? Listen to what she talking about she going to pull.
No, for real, I've gotten a whole bunch of messages from people, like, and I'm so appreciative of you, but baby, it would never. You think I'd be scared of you trying to come up in my school? You don't think I already have a plan and a backup plan and 56 doors in the building and 17 routes on how to get to each one and backup on backup on backup of contacts to make sure that their parents aren't the ones showing up? I mean, no offense, the district can give us training on what we're supposed to do over and over and over again, and they have, by the way. But I got my own plan. Because there's no way. There's no way. Yeah, ever touching one of my kids. Ever. Never touching one of my students. And never. Hello, God. Someone needs to talk to you, because that's who you're going to talk to first before you ever touch one of my kids. Because I don't play about mine. And never have. And if you've been around for a while, you know that. Baby, I've written a manifesto up here on what I would do.
Oh.
You can call.
Well, she told us she's got her manifesto up there. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Because, see, we all know how they talk like that, and they talk a good friend. And a lot of you goofball tilters buy that. But what happened on the first 48 when they got the white boy in there? We all remember the classic scene. I want to be a white boy like me and you are. She will crack so fast. That sounds cute and all that, but we going to see. So look, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to enjoy this. Family, let me ask a question before we get on here. Because see, this is going to take quite a different turn here. But I got a question to ask my audience. What types of popcorn you got for your 4 years here, the Orange Man? Because I got assorted different types of gourmet popcorn. I want to know what kind of popcorn y'all going to be having, okay? Because I want to enjoy mine. You know, I want to know. Well, yeah, Black Vulture called her Buckamatic Becky. Oh, that's priceless, man. Man, the Bay Area is in the building. That is hilarious. Oh, hey, somebody said butter salt. How many? What's the rest of the popcorn y'all be enjoying? I need to know now. White cheddar. Oh, that's good, energy. I might have to come steal some of yours. Oh, Miss Chanel Phillips say Chicago mix, cheese and caramel. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Sister Kenny T, caramel and buttermilk. All right, yeah, okay. See, my people got the snacks on deck. All right, that's what I'm talking about. See, look, we gonna enjoy. We've earned our right to kick back and enjoy our snacks while these people come running around talking about what's going on. We in this together. Like, listen, chill your nerves. Let me eat my popcorn and enjoy my beverage in peace. And remember, you said no money for you. Well, no citizenship for you. You going home, buddy. Okay? Because, see, look, you would almost had a chance if my people, because we're compassionate, if when a little buddy jumped up and said that, if we'd have seen from coast to coast people denouncing that and excoriating him for that, we probably would have said, you know what, okay, you know, some of them, you know what I'm saying, they all right. Nah, y'all was in agreement with buddy. Oh, y'all was at a bunch of these different places all over these cities in Chicago and other places across the nation, New York, some in California, talking about what we can't have and what you're not going to get. Hell, you got even bolder than that. You went to Colorado and started taking over whole apartment complexes. And boy, Tom Homan cleaning that shit up. Man, look, it's not where everybody thought the numbers were going to be thousands and thousands the first day, but they just getting rolling. You got to understand, with this type of coordinated effort, this is the first time that most of these agencies have been utilized this way in such a dramatic fashion. And they're going to get better at it, okay? In other words, I'm going to say it again. They're going to be forced, if they really want to do a good job, to deploy all the surveillance and apprehension tactics that they would use on black people. If they do that, oh, watch how their numbers start to go up. That's all you have to do, folks. use the same surveillance and apprehension techniques that you would use when you come to get black people, okay? Oh man, man, look, y'all knock a hell of a dinner there in the first 2 years then if you keep it going like this, all right? Like I'm talking about. But I want y'all to listen to what this lady right here have to say. Since, little Buckamatic Becky, as my brother Black Voltron call her. I want y'all to listen to what she got to say to the Buckamatic Beckies out here. Check this out.
Call us everyday Americans heartless all you want, because I'm going to tell you something. We don't care. We don't care if your feelings are hurt now. We don't care if you are homeless now. We don't care where the hell you need to go to get back where you're going. We don't care. Okay? Because you tracked your way to America, okay, and decided you wanted to live off the system. Did you care for us everyday Americans who's struggling to pay into the system? You took your hand and put it in the cookie jar and you kept pulling everything you could because you are selfish, SOB. And now you think that we are supposed to have some sort of sympathy and empathy for you? Absolutely not. I hope that Tom Homans comes after every single one of you, because the thousands of dollars that you have cost us and the amount of years that it would take us to get our economy back, I wish you go back and you stay. And every penny that you spent and you thought eating those lobster dinners was great, that you eat. Okay, let me not go there. But I'm just going to say, we don't care. All right?
You know,
yeah, see that's the reality of it, family. A lot of them that's already up here because she looks either Asian or Hispanic herself. But a lot of their people that have, gotten their citizenship legally, they don't want them folks up here like that. So when you came up here and being disrespectful towards my lineage, foundational Black American freedmen, you were making the enemy of the only friend and the best friend that you would have ever had in my people. Because historically, we've been shown to take everybody in. But now we have to reserve that compassion for ourselves. We have to. We've given an olive branch long enough to only receive thorns back in our faces every time. And now my people say, okay, fine. We've learned from repeated attempts to try to reach out and giving the olive branch to people, but that's not what you want. We can't force it down your throats. So now their own people are like, hey, we're not going to help you. Hey, they trying to get that ICE bounty too. They calling it. Look, boy, I'm trying to tell you, these phone lines are going to be jammed to the gills, man. I'm telling you. So for the rest of you that's still here, the wisest thing would do, just go ahead and deport. Just get on up out of here. Don't come back up here. Especially not illegally, okay? You better try to do things the right way. But they don't have to listen to me, though. They better listen to what's about to be said here, though, because family, like I said, we're not done yet. And we're about to get into this DJ academics thing here, but I take my time showing you how now the mighty have fallen. Oh, boy, all this proud and tough talk about where they're not going to go and what we not going to have and what they not going to do to them, and they ain't going nowhere. And by the way, remember the little stalker dude? You saw this, I probably posted on X. I meant to include over here tonight. Remember the little dude that was teaching people how to squat and flexing all his money on the ground, talking about he ain't going nowhere? Well, guess who they picked up? They picked this little punk ass up and deported him. Y'all know the little Venezuelan dude. Oh, they got his ass. They sure did. You can find that tweet on my X account, man. I'm sorry. I should have put it in here for the night because, boy, man, that is funny. I took a look at that. I was like, oh, man. See, God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly because I heard he had some other little videos out there talking crazy about black people. See what happened? See what happened? Boy, like I said, I'm going to enjoy my popcorn these 4 years. Oh, it is going to be a hell of a show, family. So I'm going to go ahead and let Buddy right here say what he got to say, and then we're going to get on the academic situation. Oh, yeah, we got a lot to say about that. To continue.
This comment is very important, so I need y'all to read this. When the chips are down, you Latinos forget the support from the black folks. And I cannot agree with this creator more. The Latino community and its anti-blackness is strong, and it needs to be expelled from our community. We hate black people within our own communities, where Latinos, and I'm talking to Dominicans right now, my people, would say, oh no, I'm not black, I'm black white, or I'm Latino black. Whatever excuse to remove themselves from being African American, US black. The anti-blackness, the colorism in our community is so fucking toxic that is how white supremacists were able to split us up against each other, Latino against Latino, and also Latino against Black Americans. And now we're seeing birthright citizenship being taken away, the 1965 Civil Rights Act being attacked. And what a lot of Latinos don't know is that the 1965 Civil Rights Act was also what gave a lot of immigrants like your parents the ability to actually become U.S. citizens. So birthright citizenship, a pathway to a status, was established, was given to us by the hard work of the Black community. And when we were beneficiaries of all that great work that they did, what did the Latino community do? Spit in their face by voting for Trump, and now all that hard work is being wiped away. And that's right, Latinos did forget all of the support that Black people gave us and helped us get to a place where our great-grandparents and our parents and then the children born today were able to be part of this country. And that's why I'm trying to work harder than ever to do two things. One, expel the anti-Blackness in our community because, like I said before, we are Black. And also trying to do my best to rebuild between Latinos and Black Americans. Is it going to be easy? Hell no. Is there a lot of work to do on our part? Hell yes. But like I've said 1,000 times before, we are stronger together, and we need to stop doing the white supremacist work for them.
No, Pedro. No, Pedro. No. No. You know black. No, you know black. You know black. Oh, no, Pedro. Listen. Look. First of all, Pedro, let me go ahead and work backwards on you here. Let me go ahead and work backwards on you. Don't waste your energy talking about trying to repair nothing between my people and your folks. That ship is sealed. I don't think they got the memo on that. No, we ain't doing that. No, that style is played out. Okay, it ain't coming back. All right. Look, what you talking about has gone the way of the 8-track. Okay. Now, for you younger listeners, you probably don't know what the hell an 8-track is. Google that. You will laugh your ass off. Music was once upon a time played on those little square-shaped objects, and they are archaic relics of the past. So that has gone the way of the 8-track as far as any type of coalition. It's a no-alition, okay? It's delineation. That's what it is now. Get used to it, Pedro. And now, look at this, family. All of a sudden now, boy, that birthright citizenship is out the window. Look how much history they've able to recite about what we've done for them. All they know about the 1964 and 65 Immigration Act. Oh, they know everything that we've done for them. Look, Pedro, I'm going to tell you why I'm going hard in the paint on you, buddy. I can't accept that because you would have been talking like that before now. You just start talking like this, buddy. And a lot of you have. It ain't going to work. Who you think you're finessing? You're going home. It's time to go home, okay? It's time. Look, home is supposed to be a comfortable place for everybody, okay? Everybody's home is supposed to be comfortable. Now, you can't make home comfortable if you're never there. You got to spend some time in your home, getting it like it's supposed to be. That's what your folks going to need to do, okay? Oh, that's what your folks going to need to do. But boy, I'm telling you, 3 months time, boy, a lot of them going to sell the port. I'm telling you right now. Because the pressure is going to get too great, okay? And look, you finna really learn what happened when black folks sit back and eat our popcorn and enjoy our snacks. And them folks decide to go ahead and have their way with you. Oh, it's coming. Oh, cause look, right now the folks is like, yeah, I know black folks say they ain't kicking it with them, they ain't interfering. But when they really see that we for real, we sitting back like, yeah, hey man, we staying out of white folk business because they say people out. Y'all work that out amongst yourselves. Oh, watch what they do to you. And this is a great point in history because they need to learn that we have been their only advocates and protection in this country for the longest time. And when we withdraw that advocacy and that protection, now you finna see what these people really think about you. You finna learn what the Asians learned with that academic situation when they were trying to file all them lawsuits thinking that black people was taking their spots in schools. They learned that on an academic level. Now they all finna learn it on a send your ass home level if you over here legally. Cause see, when you was talking like this, my people home, let me remind y'all now. We got to remind what he was saying, his folks was saying to us.
Money for you. You work it. No more money for you. Bye-bye. Go back across the No more money for you. It's lazy. You lazy.
Yeah, that's what they had to tell my people. Oh, we lazy. He had his little nice little windsuit on, little cap and everything. Looked like he was well fed and clean. No, buddy. Ain't gonna be no coalitions. That day is over. So, family, I think I made my point about, all the untethering that's about to go on. It's gonna be some icy untethering. Like I said, I'm gonna be passing out the complimentary 80s tapes of Vanilla Ice's hit song. Okay, they need to have some good music to play on the flight going back home, okay? Because you got to understand, when you're on long flights, you need some good traveling music, okay? So you can stretch back in your seat. Okay, well, they probably won't be able to do too much stretching. They're going to be crunched up. But nonetheless, they can still enjoy some good music. You know what I'm saying? They enjoy the ride going back home. But now, we got to talk about this little fat Tom and Jerry looking degenerate son of a bitch right here. Yeah, I'm going. Did this fucker. My brother, the one B, said he look like Alf off the TV series. He somewhat do. He look like Alf with a beard, but I got to give it to Erykah Badu. He do look like Tom and Jerry. He really do. But in case you hadn't heard, let me go ahead and bring you up to speed on what we're going to be reviewing. Y'all probably heard by now that this degenerate son of a bitch was caught online grooming a 15-year-old. And salute to my good brother, Project Leroy, for the cash. Yep, he said, let them all go home. Oh, yes, they must go home, and they're going to go with our blessings. They must go. Okay, we'll play our sad violin song for them. They got to get out of here. Send them home, and they ain't playing. But we need to send this bastard home, too, because, look, I guess Kendrick was talking about his type, too, in the song there. Yeah, you about to have some weird cases, buddy, my boy. I seen they done pulled a bunch of sponsors from him because don't nobody and their mama want to be associated with no weirdo that play around and try to groom with kids. Family, what y'all about to hear is completely unacceptable. But see, I got to remind people of something. Because see, I told y'all I was one of the people that covered this way back when it went popular on something else he pulled. So I'm going to refresh your memory on that before we get into what he did recently here. Because see, you know me. As long as I know I'm in the right, I don't care about going against the grain. I don't mind being the unpopular villain or the guy that, man, I'm not coming back over here. Cool, don't come back over here. I don't give a damn. This is a true channel. It's a classroom. And we're going to stand on accurate information business over here. So I'm going to show you something about this fat bastard here, why what he did doesn't surprise me. A lot of y'all probably ain't going to remember this, but when I play this for you, it's all going to make sense.
And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as the chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick.
Okay, so you heard what he said, right? A lot of y'all probably forgot about that audio that came out. A lot of people tried to give him a pass. You know I don't give nobody no passes. People try to downplay that shit when it first happened. I'm like, man, y'all know my rule. I'm one of the guys. I've said it for years, and I will continue to say it because it's something I adhere to. Anybody that's got a 1 in front of their age, if you a grown adult, you ain't got no business dealing with them, man. Talking about ain't no difference between a 17, the word teen. If the word teen is in their age and you grown, you got no business dealing with them, man. Hell no. The only exception that you could probably come close to giving is if it's a 19-year-old and a 20-year-old. Now, if they right next door like that, okay. All right, they're peers. But now, when they're teens and you start getting 26, 28, 30, 40, on and so on, oh, hell no, man. What you shouldn't even be looking at them like that. Them kids, man. But see, he's Jamaican. Got to tell